Okay, guys, we are live. So for those listening at home, welcome to the Dungeon Musings YouTube channel. My name is Kevin Madison, and I will be your friendly Dungeon Master today. Today, we are carrying on with our ongoing campaign. This is session 50, guys, of our Astonishing Swordsmen and Sorcerers of Hyperborea game. Now, when you actually purchase this game, you may be surprised to learn that the cover's not backwards. It's just I still have not fixed my camera. So... with me today are the stars of the Reavers of Thule campaign. I'll go the order I've got you guys on the screen here. Why don't you tell us who you are, who you're playing, and what level are you currently? First up, we have George.
Hey, I'm George. I am playing MacLeod Black, who is a Chimeric Celt Warlock, and he is currently 5th level.
Very nice. And next up is Carl. Oh, Carl, you're muted.
Hello, I'm Carl, and I play Iphigenia Acantadora. She is an Amazon warlock, and she is also 5th level.
Very nice. Next up is Arlen.
Hi, I'm Arlen, and I play Xanico, who is a cleric of the Great Feathered Serpent who guarantees the world. And I hit 6 last time, so got another spell. So watch out, boys. And some more hit points and all that sort of stuff.
You guys may not see it, but I did make sure a moment ago to take the gloves off, so...
Oh, great.
Next up is Colin, a.k.a. Spoikpit.
Hello, I'm playing Kane the Lion. Level 6, boys. Yes, finally got there. Level 6.
Very nice.
6. And... packing the blaster rifle. Oh, not allowed to call it a blaster rifle, but that's exactly what it is.
Nice. Next up is Robert.
Yep, Reagan, and she is a Viking Celt runegraver at 5th level, and she doesn't like the fact that Kev took off the gloves because she still only has 2 hit points. Unless
I will attack you with a strong breeze. And last but certainly not least is Will.
Hi, I'm Will. I'm playing Amar Kalsasine. He is a Sikh monk from 18th century Earth, currently 6th level.
Very nice. All right, guys.
And I just want to add one thing, Kev. I realized that I did not update my physical sheet, but my character sheet I did update, and I hit level 6 last time as well by 126 points.
Nice. Did we roll hit points for you?
Yeah, we did. We actually did everything, so he's good to go. I just forgot to update my
we don't
paper.
roll. That's right. We do auto calculations.
We just do, yeah.
Yep. So it does. I mean, you do get the what do you call it? The advantage of a more powerful version of Astonishing Fortune in this game, but your hit points are a lot less than they are in AD&D.
That's right.
All right. So, guys, last session was an eventful one. You guys reached the pinnacle of the what do you call it? The smoking tower. What happened last time, guys?
Yeah, it was interesting. And just to be clear, we were very low on resources to begin with. So there's a lot of equivocation about exactly what we should do.
Yep.
And ultimately, following our fearless leader, Kane, we decided to ascend to the top of the tower, where we found all kinds of strange components and like workstations and these four-armed hovering robotic creatures, which were incredibly deadly. There they are, and there was lightning playing across, etc. We decided, you know what, maybe...
We had someone mention in chat, they're like, 2 spells of round? That's bullshit.
It was, they're right.
It was, well, 2 spells and not interrupted by hits. That was the really deadly thing.
Yep.
Yeah.
Totally. Robots, better living through robots.
It was pretty awesomely dangerous. And we then decided to retreat a bit. So we went down to previous levels that we had skipped. We had to sort of pass through, and thankfully we did, because we, other than finding a bunch of labs that kind of coincided with other labs that we found, I think we found 7, 8, and 9, labs 7, 8, and 9. We found this sort of storage closet.
That the broom cupboard of doom.
That's right. Exactly. Doom for the four-armed robots. because inside we did find a bunch of really cool gear, including some exceptional long swords, batteries for the various weapons that we have, shields, nets, these 4 strange crossbows, aka laser blasters of some description, some bolts, and like a dozen vials of essentially healing potions, and 2 crossbows without the bow that were similar to Amar's radium gun. I think, is that the same? Oh, okay, yeah. 2 of the
that's
crossbows
the
different.
Atlantean PDWs.
Yes, exactly. And we also found some of those hammers. These were the electrified kind.
Yep.
So we downed a bunch of healing potions, and then went up and took on those 4-armed robots. Had a crazy battle. Mars radium gun hit a canister that set off into this explosion, and it rocked the entire tower. And we defeated them, thankfully, ultimately, after several harrowing rounds. And then we found silver coins with these odd markings on them. Maybe they're platinum and with runes or something. More batteries, some silver fabric that can sort of cling to things. A bunch of other cool stuff. A stylus or quill that has sparks. 4 arcane scrolls. A canister and a horn with Atlantean markings. We also found a slab of green and orange, a green and orange metal ingot. And let's see what else. A journal by Shude, our primary nemesis, whose tower this is. And ultimately, we ascended all the way to the top, and we looked out at the landscape, and we saw a gargantuan lizard.
I was going to say, did you notice what trailer dropped this week?
Unfortunately, yes.
Do we have a Kong?
Can we
Kong?
Exactly.
All right. So then
That's where we left off.
That's out the other window coming towards us too. So
yeah. All right. So then, guys, we'll pick up in the aftermath of that battle. So this, let's see here. This whole wall over here has been blown out by these canisters cooking off, and you can see, miles and miles of Actually, then let me do this, guys. Since you can see now, where do I have you guys? Ah. I'm going to reveal a little more of the map for you. And then we'll check in on where you are. Okay, here we go. Yep. So here's where... Yep. Yep, come on. Go and shift ping. Why is that not working? Oh, because I'm not... There you are, guys.
Got it.
There we go. All right. So that's what you can see. The creature seems to be on the ridge over here.
Okay.
Oh, you know what I learned too? Because I did not know you could do this. I can actually set the scale so that the slider works properly to measure miles. So I'll do that between now and next session.
Oh, cool.
Yeah. Yeah, it's cool. For another map in another game, I did that, and it was pretty awesome. Okay, so that is where that is coming from, and let's bring you back over here. Boom. Now, I'll get rid of... I got duplicate Reagan here. Boom, get rid of her. There we go. Okay, so, guys, Iffy and Reagan are still fairly banged up from the previous fights. What are you guys thinking of doing now?
Well, I just asked if there were any more healing potions, and Zaniko offered. So I don't know if there are any more for Iffy. I'm happy to give it to Iffy instead, since she'd be likely in the front line.
I think you should at least do that one, Reagan,
Okay.
and I will give Iphigenia one of mine.
Okay.
So, Carl, if you see what Arlen typed as to how they work in the chat, they're a little bit different from the usual ones.
And can I also get a idea if there are any extra of the ranged weapons around, since that seems to be a better fit for me than a Reagan, basically in a battle when she runs out of spells, which she still has no spells since we haven't rested in a while.
Don't think there were any extra ranged weapons. There were a couple of nice swords. Fine quality. You can choose a bonus to hit or a bonus to damage, basically. Okay. But I don't think there were any ranged weapons.
Reagan. Sorry, Arlen.
Aside from the Atlantean PDWs that Kane and Zanico are carrying.
Okay. Yep.
But Reagan, Malo has a light crossbow. It is not exceptional in any way, but he's rarely uses it. So if you want to,
well, she does have a short bow. She does have a short bow with a couple of arrows. I just thought there were more of the what do you call them, PDWs around than had been suggested. So like 20 of them. Well, somebody said weapons, so I assumed that there's a anyway. That would be nice.
Well, we may find more. You never know.
Yes. All right. I will just. I'm happy with the healing potion. And
Arlen, years ago, a friend was in a 4th edition game. A friend introduced a dwarf-shaped golem as one of our supporting characters because we didn't have it. And in the first time it was introduced, I referred to it as the dwarven fuckbot, and then referred to it as that for the rest of the game. And it lasted for about a year and a half. So. PDWs, that was a check in the mail for me, karmically speaking, for dwarf fuckbot.
Well, it's personal defense weapon. That's what it stands for.
Yes,
so
absolutely.
Makes sense. That's probably what they call it instead of laser crossbow.
And in fairness, I'm pretty sure that's what was made. That's what that golem was built for too. So
yes.
Yep. All right. So it looks like all our heroes are almost completely healed here.
Yeah.
What do you guys want to do next?
Yeah, it looks like I rolled a 19. So
yeah, that's amazing.
Yeah, I rolled exactly the same stuff you did, Carl. The same.
in a different
order, but yeah.
All right. So, what do you think? So there still has been no, in spite of the damage to the tower, there's been a maybe 5-minute period that's passed of you guys passing things back and forth and recovering, grabbing the gear. Probably longer, 10 minutes at least. No sign of Shoot yet.
Mm-hmm. And just to point out to Reagan and Iphigenia, if they don't recall, we were continuing to move ahead without resting because we had discovered, or theorized at least, that Shoot was expending spell energy and couldn't replenish that until the next day. It's just like us. So we decided to forge forward so we didn't have to face him again at full power.
Mm-hmm.
So none of us have spells, etc.
What do you guys want to do? Do you want to deal with Shoot, or do we just want to do one and get out of here? Or we could go and see that.
Quit the tower.
Sorry, Carl.
Demon.
Quit the tower. You mean?
Yeah, we've blown the top off it. I mean, Kane only came here to get to the top and blow the lid off.
He did that.
I've done that. So now what?
You do always like attacking ceilings.
I just like blowing stuff up.
So to be clear, how big is this lizard coming our way? Taller than the tower?
Most certainly.
Uh-huh. So maybe we want to worry more about that than Shoot at the moment, or just plan to get somewhere where if this thing is going to attack the tower, we can at least get out of the tower fairly quickly.
From where you're seeing, it is on the edge.
There's a super helpful guy down in the basement that might be able to help us out with this big...
Yeah.
No.
Except,
I don't know what you got against him. I mean, he's clearly been imprisoned unfairly.
Well, there's also another problem.
Come,
Right?
Kane.
Yes.
We'll do brunch.
I mean, how bad can he really be? Seriously.
That's right. Look at him.
Yeah. He's very friendly. And
had a
he's
hard
probably
life.
he's probably also going to get released when this thing hits the tower.
But Kevin, you were pointing out that this creature is up on the ridge.
Yes.
So
Okay.
relatively far away.
Yeah, and the
Yes.
ridge is like at least 500 feet. So, like, I mean, it would have to make its way around and then down into the basin that this thing is set in.
Okay. Oh, I thought it was already approaching, like about to attack. Okay. I see.
I think it's going to happen, but we do have some time.
Okay.
Well, that's an excellent question, Kane. What our objective for coming to this tower was sort of try to find a way home, and we're not finding one here. So
Well, that's not entirely true. I mean, I did negotiate. I did broker the deal.
I'll split gas with you.
Split gas.
okay, that's a
All
fair
we
point.
got to do
We found a way home for you,
On this
I
film.
think.
Well, that is on the
I
table.
worked in the condition. I thought I worked in the condition. It was all of us. Maybe not. I don't know.
It wouldn't surprise me either way.
Did you also make sure that he would return you home and you would still be alive when you got there?
I don't think I was all that concerned about the details.
Yep. Okay. I suggest that we've entirely looked through this room.
Yeah, we've got-
There's
yeah.
got a whole bunch of it left. It got a little bit damaged.
Yeah. Okay. That I would suggest we get down to a level where we can at least, or do we want to watch this thing a little bit more? See what it's going to do.
I mean, we could probably rest up here and keep an eye on it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I say we
Not a bad
start-
idea. And
So-
we can have a guard on the stairs.
We
Sure.
could.
And the
But
sky.
that still doesn't give us a plan beyond that, though. So we rest up, yeah. If we rest up, that's fine. Shude may or may not appear, put in an appearance. And Godzilla may or may not arrive.
Off-brand.
Off-brand.
Yes.
Other giant.
I don't need any angry
Creatures.
emails from Toho's council. Although, I wonder what's on their letterhead.
Godzilla-ish. Godzilla-ish.
Gamera. All right. So, what is the plan to camp here then, guys, or are you going to head down? I guess are you like just catching your breath up here for a couple of minutes, or are you guys spending? You're going to try and actually like sleep up here and recover.
I'm happy to do what you guys want to do, you know? Like I say,
Yeah.
I've blown the lid off this thing. My work here is done.
I mean, we have firepower, even though we don't have a lot of spells.
Yeah.
If we rest, not only do we regain spells, but we determine that Shude kind of is the same thing.
Yeah.
Yeah.
True.
He recovers
Yep.
spell,
Yep.
which
Yep.
makes him more powerful.
Yeah.
That's right.
I reckon we've got the upper hand on him at the minute because we found this stuff,
Mhm.
and that's give us a good buff. We could take the initiative. If we wanted to take Shude out, do we need to go back to that bedroom and the bathroom of doom?
I mean, it's not a bad idea.
As far as bad ideas go.
As far as it's certainly better than negotiating with the demon. I don't know.
I ain't got a problem with that at all. But
I'm of the opinion we should start. We're at the top. We should slowly work our way down and clear every level as best we can before we ever worry about resting and trying to take him on again.
okay,
But that's my opinion.
Where do we think Shoot is?
In the
I don't know if
vents.
I don't know if he's or not even in a physical place. I'm not quite sure if that, if he's discorporating in some way and then reincorporating as mist and traveling. So he's either in the vents, like Amar pointed out, or he's just sort of in another dimension of some kind.
Hold
We
on,
seem to
George.
have
I've just got to Google discorporating on him. Discorp.
He does always.
He seems to have some amount of physicality in the vents, right? Because he makes a banging noise as he clambers around in there, right? It's not like he's completely gaseous or anything like that. And our weapons, at least those that are magical, seem to be able to connect with him physically, right? So it seems like he doesn't like, disappear and reappear somewhere. He actually moves through the vents.
Question about the vents. How big are the openings?
They are probably about maybe 2 feet by about 8 inches.
Okay.
Oh.
So definitely not big enough for anybody to go through.
Unless you cast a reduce on someone.
Yeah.
Does nobody else have like this image in their mind that there's some kind of phylactery type of remains of this guy in some kind of suspended animation? That's kind of how I imagine.
That's an interesting. So what else have you guys found that seems like a home place for diaphanous creatures?
Be on one of the levels.
Yeah, we found some labs that were for gaseous experimentation.
Well, there was the study with which we left. We bugged out of his personal quarters, and he got real irate when we were poking around in there.
Right.
Yeah, on the level before this one of the labs was the quasi-gaseous.
Yeah.
I think that describes him.
That's true. That was
And also the smoke particle lab was on that same level.
Yeah, we found that level 7 was quasi-gaseous and 9 was smoke and particle. Both of which were on the same level, one level below us. And there was another one called gaseous ooze, level 3. I mean, lab 3. Sorry.
Yeah.
But you would think he'd be higher up in the tower, either at the bottom or the top. But there is his chambers, his personal chambers.
I see stuff.
Have those been fully explored? No. Right.
Not the bathroom.
So actually, I have a sort of random thought. Well, I think we should explore some of these places, but I wonder if part of the way to kill him would be to make him corporeal, and I wonder if those little I don't know, those eggs or whatever you want to call them. I'm just wondering if I throw that at him, if it would, like the other things kind of come together, like the worm creature and whatnot. It basically brings all the parts together. I wonder if somehow that would make him more solid. Perhaps keep him from leaping.
Well, that's the thing. I think each time we have managed to get the upper hand, he has discorporated and disappeared on us. So it's a good question of how to prevent him from doing that.
Before he did that, he did fireball you and then cast a force wall. So
this is true.
Yeah.
Good point.
Malo had a terrific view of all of that happening.
I was up close and personal.
Yep.
We did find one of the things, which are some of his writings, like his architectural designs, etc.
One of the things that Robert mentioned too. Do you guys remember how that walking worm thing formed?
You mean like what it formed into, or like
what
it formed into? Yeah, it formed into a body.
It turned into that, but do you remember what it was focused around?
Yeah, it was focused around the egg, not the hive, the little like wasp nest type thing. Sorry, I was calling it an egg, but
I knew what you meant. Yeah, them little think.
That's what I was thinking. If somehow throwing that at him while he was in the room, it would then force him to basically become corporeal.
Because you found one in a hallway, but then you did find more of them, didn't you?
Yeah. We found like one right up near the crack where he could potentially have come through, or which is kind of what I was thinking about. Like, why was it up right near the crack?
Right.
So
That is a great question. I think you're onto something.
Yeah, but we only have one. Or did we take the other one too, or did we leave that?
I think we only have the one you're carrying.
Okay.
Yeah, that's my recollection. I'm trying to check.
Yeah. Like, if he needed them, he wouldn't just be dropping them. But that
maybe they're like a parasite. Maybe they're nothing to do with him. Maybe they're here because he's here. They're drawn to him. They might be against him, kind of thing. They might be after him.
I think either way, I think trying to get the thing on him might not be a bad idea.
Have we used to detect magic on that thing at all?
There's no magic on it as far as I can recall. I think we detected magic on it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's nothing that Xanaco's not seen anything like this before. No, it's not like no.
This is unlike any of the Sky People tech that he has been exposed to thus far.
It might have been something of Shude's creation. I mean, he was working on sort of integrating demonology with the magic of the Sky People. So potentially this is something of his design.
Yeah.
So does that demon know anything?
What's
That's
that,
a
Carl?
point.
Sorry, I missed it.
The demon
the
you have.
demon?
Oh, the demon. That's a great question. We could perhaps. I'm looking at Amar.
Will's having a breakdown there.
Yeah, exactly. And he's like, I'm like talking to Kane and everybody, and I see Amar behind them, like just going.
Kane's like, oh yeah, man, that guy's helpful. Yeah, he'll know. My old Budsky.
Well, there's some stuff on the way though we could check out, and then when we get down there, we can talk to that guy if we haven't found another way to kill him.
Yeah, I'll talk to him. I've got no problem with that.
Well, I mean, the one thing that's clear is we can't go higher up. Like, we are at the pinnacle. So the only way is down from this point. So I don't think, I think it was Amar's suggestion to investigate the other things that we bypassed along the way. I think that sounds like a reasonable thing to do as we descend. And maybe we'll find something that helps us out with Shoot, or maybe we'll have to talk to the demon ultimately. But he's all the way in the basement, so.
Okay.
The question is, do you want to rest up here? No, right? We decided we're going to keep moving, right?
Keep moving.
Okay, I like that.
Yep. And if
Right.
we start hearing if we start feeling the tower shudder because something really large is coming, explore faster.
Right.
Kev, it's been a while since I don't think we really looked out too many windows when we were here. Are there windows on the various levels?
The only ones that you've been aware of are the ones I've told you about.
I can make you a window.
The one in Shu's room, and then
We already
the
made
new one that we created.
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay, got it. All right.
All right. So where to next then, guys?
Down
Down?
the stairs.
Yeah, I would say let's go to the next level.
Okay, let me get you guys. What? From left to right, set yourself up in your marching order, and I'll start moving you guys down.
Let's see.
Yep.
Do you still want me to bring up the rear?
Reagan will be somewhere near the rear, but also, as always, keeping an eye on the ceiling, especially if there's any vents.
Okay.
Who else has Xanaco? You got one of the rifles, right?
I've got one as well. Perhaps I should be nearer the front.
Okay. That work for you guys? Iffy.
I would say
On the
whoever's
switch.
got the rifles.
Oop.
Okay, Mala's doing.
Oh, wherever you want. Sorry, Carl's just trying to move it for you.
That's fine.
This is two people trying to get through a doorway at the same time. I'm sorry. No, you go ahead. Forgive me.
I mean,
After you.
she's usually in the Iphigenia is usually in the front or in the second, or
Yeah.
close to the front.
How is Iffy
But
for
it's
spells
fine.
right now?
I don't know. If you have you used her?
No, we don't.
Oh,
No.
So then
she's probably actually full. Yeah.
well, then she's at full.
There you go, guys. And you do know
The
that.
last time I played is when we had that confrontation with Shoot in the bedroom.
Yeah, the bank
Except
The
shot.
for-
lightning bolt incident.
Yeah, that was awesome.
Yeah, if you've rested since then
Did we?
have you?
No,
Yes.
and you know, if we don't bother like backdating rest and stuff like that.
No, we haven't rested.
Yeah. Okay, so there's down one level, guys. Let me move you all over here. Boom. So. And there are, of course, Reagan vents that you're passing. You do not hear anything yet.
Except the DM.
Yeah.
All right. So let's see. This was the level we found the closet on, right? With all the gear.
No,
Was
one
it?
more.
Oh, it was one more below this.
Was
Yeah.
it?
Okay.
You
okay.
have
I
not.
couldn't-
This is the one with the airlocks.
Yeah.
Right.
Oh,
okay.
okay.
Yeah, you have not explored here yet.
All right. So let me move here, and then I'm trying to remember which door is which. I've got the labs. I don't know which door is which.
Look at these heroes bravely moving into open squares.
We got almost full hit points and a bunch of TDWs.
Yep, truly the stuff of heroes. Okay.
Just remember, at one point we were pushing a table in front of us.
There's been
Not long ago.
There's been a lot of commentary in the chat or in the comments of the videos about those tables or the desks. The size and noise of moving them has definitely hit a resonance with our audience. Okay, so which door would you like to try, guys? You have the one on the left, the one straight ahead of you, and the one on your right.
Follow, do you remember which door is which?
I'm looking. I'll check the writing.
Here, yeah, I can remind you. Your character would know. Bear with me
So
one second.
yeah, we have. I know that 7, 8, and 9 are the 3 labs.
Okay, here we go.
I think the one on the right is 9.
So the one on the left there read quasi-gaseous research.
Okay.
The one directly ahead was swarm behavior studies.
Mm-hmm.
And the one to the right is smoke and particle research.
Okay.
Cool.
So had we ever opened this airlock here, Malo, when we were here before? I remember one time you were going in and looking, not going into the rooms, but going in and looking at the rooms
I
beyond the
believe
airlock.
so. Yep.
Okay.
My recollection is I opened the airlock.
Yep.
On all of these ones.
Yep, they're still open.
Yeah. You can see through there. So the labs themselves are like up here,
Mm-hmm.
beyond, in each direction. So it's just we have to pick our poison.
Mm-hmm.
And I'll say check that one out to begin with.
Okay.
It's a good choice of words when you're going into a thing that says gaseous research. All right. So, who wants to do the honors?
Amar will do it,
Okay.
Awesome.
but he wants somebody to hold this door open.
Yes,
Mhm.
not a good idea.
I'll hold the door open
Okay, that sounds good.
so that can smash anything that needs to be smashed.
There you go. All right.
All right.
Oh, so this is curved.
All right. So, Amar, these doors are identical to the ones you've seen, those sort of like 50s sci-fi airlock style things. You place your hands on the door. Again, tuk, 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 tuk. Tuk, 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 tuk. Hits a point, and this one pulls in towards you.
Okay.
You creak it open, and this is what you see beyond. And in here,
In 3, 2,
yeah, several wooden barrels, the size of a human, stand upright in the north and eastern walls of this semi-triangular laboratory or laboratory. Each barrel is capped with a wooden lid, its rim crusted with dried blood. A desk near one wall has notes scattered atop it, and strange, almost humanoid-shaped bloodstains adorn the floor in several places.
Lord, what happened here? All right. All right, guys, what do we want to do? We want to move in?
I think that would be the trigger for anything to happen if it's going to happen.
All right. Kane, make sure you grab this door.
Yep, no worries.
Reagan
take the first
can
step.
hold the door if the big guys want to go in.
So you
Okay.
I don't mind. I'll sort of stand there and with my rifle up and lean against the door or something.
okay?
Or I mean, if Reagan, if you want to do that, that's fine.
Well, we want to hold both doors, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
So
I would
Reagan,
think so. For
Reagan
now,
will Reagan will hold the back one.
So
Right.
the desk is against the eastern wall. So you'll need to pass at least 2 of those blood, those humanoid-shaped blood stains on the ground. There's just a dusty smell in here.
okay.
Should I blast a couple of them open?
No.
Okay.
All right. So I will take the first step, and I will take one more step.
Oh, I'm holding the door.
All right. So the desk is over, like in this area, Kevin.
That's right, yeah.
Okay.
The desk of
All right.
doom.
Oh, no.
Amar's gonna holler, Malo, come up here,
All right.
since he's our resident interpreter of arcane writings.
Yeah.
Okay,
All right.
so
I'll take a look.
you're gonna head over to the desk.
I'm going to slowly make my way toward the desk.
Okay, let's take a look here. Hold on, I'm using once again
Hello.
my the very cool
I also...
noble knight
Oh,
over here dice.
yes. I'm going
All
to...
right. It's amazing how much information you can get onto one's face of a die.
Seriously.
I will be on the lookout for glyphs as well, considering we have encountered many along the way, and I just have developed a way of kind of
So you're studying the
determining
ground.
journey there.
What you can see near the desk is another of these humanoid figures, and your eyes linger on it because it's almost like if someone had somehow just done either like, I'm trying to think of how you would see it in your world. It's probably like a painter, using a thumb to like fan out flecks of paint and perfectly capture a humanoid form on the ground. It's not a pool or a accumulation. It's like a little flecks of it that have all formed together, perfectly beating on the surface of this strange metal floor.
So, like if you was in a crime scene and they put tape around something,
Precisely, yeah.
like that, but paint.
Yep.
Splatted.
No, not
Oh,
outlined. It's a full silhouette of it.
Oh, it's not outlined.
Yeah.
So, okay.
Yeah.
Right. Okay.
No, fully filled in.
Yeah.
Just what I was like to modernize aerosol would be the way I would think of like kind of getting it down. But to your character's eyes, that's probably the brushes would give that effect.
Mm-hmm. I'm just going to look in the direction where of the opposite of the way of the splatter, of from the feet going forward.
Yeah.
I'm going to turn on the opposite way.
So if you're trying to see like the form in the silhouette, you can almost picture like where legs are rested or where the legs would be too. It's almost as if something like lay down.
Uh-huh. Okay. Good to know. I will keep that in mind.
Yeah.
We definitely should make sure we keep those doors open.
It's tough to tell whether they, like, is it they died in resignation? Did they die? One has arms akimbo. Is it agony? What's curious, there's certainly no remnant of meat or bone or flesh of any kind. Just that
Or
light,
clothing, right?
yeah, light, like speckling of the blood. Oh, we lost you there, George.
Oh, no matter what happened, I don't like any of it.
That's about right.
Yeah, so I will continue to approach the desk, but being ever more cautious.
Okay. While you're doing that, it looks like Iffy is keeping watch in the hallway with Zaniko. And Iffy, you think you can hear again, boom, 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 echoing off in the vents.
Right. So I guess I'll fall. This is the door that they're in is that one. Okay.
Yeah, it's on the platform that you were on here. This is where the nearest vent is, and that's where the sound's coming through.
Okay. So
Zaniko and Iffy, you both hear that.
Zaniko, yep. You can fall back into this room here.
Okay.
Is it the room big enough for everyone, or how does that work?
For which room?
I guess this is the room that they're in, right?
One further in. They're actually they've gone through here, and then they've gone up in here. So Malo, looks like you made your way to the desk now.
Yeah.
So you make your way to the desk, and the notes that are on here, some have deteriorated to the point where they're illegible, but there is one page, and it seems as if someone is in the midst of writing here as well. I do appreciate Darwin vocalizing everyone's feelings about reading these notes.
Yeah,
too.
that's right. I don't know what he just did to himself.
What the as Malo grabs this, what the note reads is, like clouds themselves, yet moving with a strange focused purpose I have not observed in baser swarms. If I could capture one of the worms that walk and determine how the transference of mind from one body to thousands is achieved, perhaps one could do the same with a transference of mind from one body to millions. If I can secure control of, and there's a word you don't understand there, as a host body, in the same way my crawling guest controls the worms of his body, perhaps I can. And that's where the note ends.
Mm-hmm.
You need not make a roll. The handwriting is the same as Shoot's.
Okay, great. I will read it out loud, at least for now, so that Amar and Kane hear it, just in case something happens to that page, as I'm translating. I wonder if that word that I can't read might refer to the demon.
Oh.
That if he could somehow...
What's the demon word for friend?
Supper.
That's for you, Arlen. So, Iffy, do you say anything, or Zaniko, about the sound in the vents?
Yeah, if he doesn't say something, I'll say to Reagan.
Can we
Reagan,
let him know that the thing is coming, or Shoot's coming? Is that how we let people know?
Yeah, pretty much.
Okay.
Yeah. All right, I'm going to take that page, Kevin, just FYI.
Okay. You have it with you?
Yeah. I'll try to put it in my pack if I have time.
Yep, absolutely. What do you guys do next?
Before we leave, I just want to try to sense magic on the desk, just in case.
Sure. From what you can tell, there is nothing magical. about or on the desk.
Okay. I will look under the desk.
Likewise, nothing under the
Okay.
desk.
It's trying to be
Open up all
thorough.
the drawers.
Yeah. Check the drawers. As far as you can tell, there's nothing of value in the desk either.
I'm
And the
going to be
only
here the
other
rest of the session.
Adjacent to the desk.
Get under the desk.
Does anybody
put some
else-
writing on the bottom? Maybe some gum.
Well, you did find that that small box that had those insects in it, or the cans with the insects in it. That was in a secret place in that desk. From what you can tell, Malo, at least from your careful examination, there's no like secret containers or secret, cupboards or whatever in this desk.
Okay. I'm done researching the desk.
Is anybody interested in opening the barrels?
No.
Are you not even a teensy weensy bit interested?
Nope.
I mentioned this yesterday, but this is part of the fun of playing with DMs.
Yeah. I am a little bit curious to know what's inside. Are they in? What's the condition of the barrels? Are they fully sealed or
Aged, but it appears that the whatever seal was in there. If these things do contain liquid, it seems intact.
should we see if it contains liquid, Kane? Just to move them a little bit.
Perhaps when Amar's not looking, we could sneak a peek. Amar, what's over there? Look, what's over there? Oh, this one's broken. Look.
I mean, I will look for any kind of writing to start off with. I assume there's none, but I'll check.
Yeah, you take a look on the side, and no, it does not appear as if there's any there are any writings on it, on the barrels at least. Fun fact, guys, there are no mimics in the Ash Core rulebook, but Ash is completely compatible with Advanced Dungeons and Dragons, and you can use any monster you find in the Monstrous Manual as if it was in Ash as well. It's pretty great. Anyway.
I don't think that's true.
It's not true.
So,
It's musings tomfoolery, clearly.
so who's approaching these blood-flecked barrels?
Well, I'm holding the door open, so I mean, if someone wants to hold the door, I'm a little bit torn. I'm like holding the door, and I keep sort of like stepping away and seeing how far I can get while still holding the door, how close I can get to the barrels.
Okay.
Well,
I
we can push
I
up.
can move to hold the door. We can move everyone in the room, I guess.
Yeah.
I was curious. Are there any vents in this room, Kevin? I would not think so.
There is, yeah.
Really? Okay.
Okay.
Well, it doesn't matter whether we're in here or out there, I guess.
Yeah.
Okay.
So
I
Iphigenia
will-
can move to hold the door.
Great. And Mala will keep an eye on the vent in here, at least one of the vents in here if there's
Okay.
more than one.
If you want to,
I'm gonna have to hit the top of the barrel with a hammer. I haven't really got anything else.
you can use a spear to pry it open. Something.
And
Well,
Kev, Reagan,
Crowbar. You have a crowbar?
Have you've got a crowbar?
No, I don't know. Does anyone have
Oh.
a crowbar?
No.
I don't think I do.
No.
Okay.
I'll just
Reagan,
hit
by
the
the way.
fucking. I'll just hit the thing with a hammer on the top.
Okay.
Dunch. That'll do it.
Okay. So you hit it, and the barrel does seem to be. I mean, they're sturdily made, but boom, the hit on the top, it sort of makes the lid kind of skitter a little bit. You can see the bottom of this thing has a ton of dried blood on it, and old dried blood. The barrel, however, is empty because you can hear the hollow echo.
Oh. Seems like the barrel's empty. Oh well. It's not very
You want to climb
interesting.
in it and
Interesting.
see what happens?
Are they attached to the
Not
floor?
so much.
They're not. They're just set on the floor.
So they had blood in.
Yeah, and there's about 4 of them, and if you dook, every single one of them is empty.
And is there 4 shapes on the floor, humanoid shapes? As well?
There are.
Yeah. Okay. Huh. Right.
Well, I think we may have solved this mystery to the best of our ability.
If I like spit on the floor and on one of these shapes, and then rub at it, does it kind of come off, or is it?
It does. Like if you spit enough down on it, or even like pour some water from your canteen on the ground and start pushing at it, it does, but it smears in a strange way that I'm trying to think of what the like if you like mooshed a jellyfish, right? Like if you saw it as just a bubble, you may think it would just pop and kind of smear, but there seems to be some fibrous, sticky. There's something more to these droplets than just blood.
Yeah, they're not just blood on the floor, clearly.
Yeah,
Right.
yeah.
Huh. I'll point that out to everyone. I said, this is a bit odd. This... Don't like this.
No, there was some foul magic or something beyond magic at work here, it seems.
Some shoodishness.
Exactly. Experimentation on probably the innocent.
Yeah.
Xanako?
Oh well.
You can see right here. Oh, hold on. At that vent, there's little bits of smoke that are beginning to drift out from the slotted vents.
Yeah, so I'll say to the guys, shoes getting closer.
You see reddish eyes form in them.
You want to try the egg thing now?
Sure.
I was distracted by my son just walked in the room. So which vent is he appearing from?
Right here.
This one right here.
One right there. Okay. Yep. Reagan takes the egg from the pack, but she's going to wait until he forms.
Okay. So he...
Do you want me to take over the door duty, Reagan?
Sure. And she's going to back up here if she has time.
So you see there are... Let's quickly remind ourselves what our friend Ferkashud looks like. It's going to be a shame when you guys finally kill this guy, because I really enjoy saying his name. Okay, so this, of course, is Shud. What you see, Reagan and Xanako, is there is a rough form of his face that shapes, or that create, kind of solidifies, and he says something, and it's an arcane word that similar to what you've heard Iffy or Malo speak when they are casting their spells.
Okay.
Then what do you do?
And, well, she's going to throw it up to the vent, basically where it is.
Okay, so you bring the thing back and throw. And what happens...
Oh, okay. Never mind.
It stops dead right here and falls to the ground.
Okay.
Almost as if it hit a wall.
Aha. A force shield.
He disappears back into the vents.
You didn't like that, then? You didn't like that?
No.
So, what do you guys do next? I think, Amar, you're the one closest in there. You can hear the sound of maybe something banging and getting closer through the vents over here.
Okay. Well, Reagan goes to pick up the egg.
Yep.
And
Perhaps we should continue investigating.
yeah. So actually, okay. Sorry, just a random thought is if we want to sleep anywhere, we put the egg up in the vent near where we are.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah. Anyway. But we probably in the tower long enough for that to make a difference.
Okay. What does anyone...
All right, we ready to leave this room?
Well, we
Yeah.
can't go. I mean, Zanico will pull out his sword and kind of press forward to see, but it's still.
There's a wall there now.
Yep.
But still there. Uh-huh.
Yeah.
Anybody have
Mar,
the ability to dispel magic?
whatever that thing is getting closer.
So Mar, maybe like leave that room
Right there.
and get into this room, so we have the airlock between us and him and that creature.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking about doing, going ahead and coming out of here and securing at least this
Yep.
door, and then probably going back out into here and securing that door.
Okay.
Good idea.
Yeah. Sounds
Okay.
good.
Yeah.
All right. So let me close that door for you.
Let me try and get out of everybody's way.
Gee, we're all nicely compressed for a firewall.
Well,
Okay.
probably leaving the. Well, oh no, that's right. Well, he goes to. He's coming into that. It sounds like he's going to that back room, right?
Yeah. If you spare a look back, you can see that that grayish smoke is beginning to billow and form at that vent, 10 feet up in the wall. That's why I've assumed you closed the door. If that's not what you want to do, that's fine. Let me know.
Yeah, we're gonna wait and see him have him form.
Okay. So then, what's going to happen?
But so is this? This is also like this door closes by automatically too, or how does that?
No, not automatically. Only if you choose to.
Okay,
yeah.
but the door that Iphigenia is at, like if you move, it'll close. Is that what you're...
No. I was assuming you were wanting to close it, but what we're going to do then is, I think, Iffy, we're going to roll initiative.
Okay.
And see who goes, because it's intent on forming and doing something. So, Carl, it's been a while since you're actually the one kind of in the crosshairs here, as it were, the laser crossbow crosshairs. Why don't we have you start us off with initiative? So, let's see here, everyone. So, Iffy, what was it that you were hoping to do if this thing appeared? Were you going to zap it with a lightning bolt again?
Well, we haven't taken a rest, you said. So since the last time I was here, we have.
No.
Yeah, so she doesn't have lightning bolt. So she has. If nothing has changed, if there hasn't been has there been 24 hours? Is it a new day? And we just been going. Oh, okay. Yeah, so I mean, she has like some low-level spells, but nothing big.
Okay, so then, as a reminder then, so you will be making your decision of what you're doing with your round. I know what Shoot is going to try and do.
Okay.
Where's Ray?
All right. And remember, at this point, guys, the only one who knows that Shoot is actually forming in this room is Iffy. So just make sure you're declaring your actions cognizant to what your character knows.
I'm just basing it on the fact that we heard something in the other room in the vent.
I trust that you guys will come up with what's appropriate.
So just as a reminder, it's been a while. So we can cast and then move, or you have to move and then cast?
Move and then cast. Yeah, once you cast, you cannot move again.
I'll just do it. It's fine. All right.
Okay. Alrighty. So then, we got everyone in there. Looks like and magic is at first phase or second phase?
First phase.
First phase. You got it. Okay.
Like to counter him.
Yep. All right then. Here we go. Carl, would you kindly beat my 2? Oh, tied. Nice. Fortunately, your dex is higher. All right, so guys, we got no one's doing melee or is otherwise ignorant of things. So really, the first interesting thing that happens on this turn is Iffy. So this thing, once again, you see sort of his top half form. Let me find his. Where did I put his token? Where is he? Where's he hiding? That crafty bugger. And because we're playing 5th edition, he gets his full hit points back, plus all of his fucking... Just kidding. I'm so outraged by it. Oh my goodness.
Well, he could on a short rest, but he'd have to use his hit dice to do so.
Yes. All right, so here we go. Here's where Shude is Foreman.
I mean, I don't know why people complain about that in 5e, because, I mean, basically, I surprisingly, like, I had a character get permanently killed in Tomb of Annihilation. Well, not surprisingly. It's pretty deadly.
It is, yeah. It's the making a walking wounded, or making characters feel like they're walking wounded. That's just tricky in, at least just using hit points in 5e.
There are some of the, so instead of negative energy drain, though, they have some of the undead. They basically hit you and you can't heal, you can't get healing back.
Okay.
Do not tell Kevin these things, please.
Yeah, so specters. So I recently did like a swarm of specters. Instead of and when they hit you, they do. If you don't roll for damage, they do 10 damage. But you take the 10 damage, and your max hit points drops down 10 as well. So, but it comes back after 24 hours, so you still get it. You still get it back the next day. With rest,
it can feel like walking wounded for a day, right?
Yeah, and it stops the popping up, popping down during a fight. You can throw all the healing magic, but it will do you no good.
This all sounds great to me.
Yeah,
so
pretty cool.
All right.
Pretty cool.
I'm sure other more powerful undead do that too. So.
All right, so this informs. Iffy,
okay, go ahead.
What magic do you have in
mind? I'm going to count the dissonant whispers that makes at least it makes a caster make a concentration check.
Yeah. Good stuff. All right, cool. So he will need to make a concentration check. I'll do that in chat as well, because it'll be more interesting then. Let me just find the rules for that. Does he roll? It's like rolling 3d6 and trying to roll under his intelligence, isn't it?
That sounds right.
So we don't use those rules other than for dissonant whispers. So I don't really.
Okay, here we go. It's on page 139, Kev.
Okay. Oh, yeah, here we go. Yeah, 3d6. Yeah, against intelligence. Okay.
Yeah.
So his intelligence is
right.
His intelligence is an 18.
Oh, so it doesn't.
No. If I roll 18, that'll count as a fail.
Yeah. Well, I thought it failed. I thought it was harder than that because it failed. It failed before. Or this worked before.
I think you were doing something different to disrupt him before than this, but okay.
Yeah.
So he is able to get the spells off, and what he will do. Which I already kind of had in mind this. All right, so let me just figure out how many of these things. This one's going out to Ice King. So, I think, do they call magic missile something different in Ash?
No.
Magic missile? So. Okay. All right. So here we go. Ugh. Iffy. I'm very sorry. So this thing gestures, and from the smoke, 5, basically like they look like bolts, like crossbow bolts, come flying out and slam into you. You take 18 points of damage.
Okay.
Okay. So you guys can hear the same, echoey voice of Shude speaking in the arcane tongue of magic, and in Atlantean again, Malo, ancient Atlantean. So you guys can all hear it, and you can hear Iffy shout. Second phase. And if anyone's got a move they're doing on the first phase, go ahead and do that.
Yeah. Okay.
And remember, your movement is prorated across the 2 rounds.
Right.
All right. Let's see if I got enough there. Sure.
Okay, so you guys can see Shoot in there.
Yeah.
All right. Then, guys, we're on a second phase. First up is melee. We got Malo.
So I'm not gonna reach him, so I'll just do movement 5, 10.
Those of you who said that, like, Kane said he wasn't sure, Zaniko wasn't sure, Reagan wasn't sure, you guys can each roll 1d6. And as long as you don't roll a 1 or a 2, you guys can feel free to act. Yep, good. Yeah. You guys go ahead.
Reagan's just going to move. I assume also throwing. I mean, she has a thing in her hand.
Yep.
Because she just picked it up, but she's not going to throw this round.
Okay. All right. Then.
15. Okay.
Yeah, because you would have had to have declared, and you couldn't have.
Yes.
Yeah, done that before, so that makes sense. Kane, you're moving in there as well. Anyone have any attacks this round or no?
I do.
Can't read.
Well, I did.
Yeah.
Malo got in my damn way.
Ah, sorry.
All right.
Oh wait, though, a missile. Was it a missile attack?
Yeah.
With missiles before move, right? Or is on second phase?
We're on second phase. Move is finished on first phase. We're now into second phase. Melee is up first.
Amar, you were on your missiles on second phase, yeah. So I screwed you.
Yeah, melee, missile. Then,
I just
Malo. Your move was from the first phase.
right. So I got in his way. So I thought he was firing on the first phase. I realized he was firing on the second phase. Yeah,
I don't think you
that's
were.
how
Malo or Amar?
Yeah, Amar is firing the second
Yeah,
phase.
firing
so
second phase. Yeah. Okay, so
So
then,
actually, wait. I had melee. That's why I got in your way. Sorry, buddy.
yeah.
It's all right.
Okay. Then, allies don't block line of sight in this. You're
Well,
free.
it's
Yeah, but
that's okay.
Oh, you
Ready
mean
to go.
you want to use? Yeah.
Of course, I want to use.
Come on, Malo wasn't planning on having kids anyway. Go ahead, just microwave this shit. Zerd.
I'm gonna move next turn.
Okay. Then it is. Let's see here. Missile. So Amar, you're lining up a great shot with your blaster gun, and then Malo comes running your way. Anyone else have missile? No. So we are on to magic on second phase, which I don't think is anybody. And then it is move, second phase. Anyone want to move?
Nope.
And then we'll go on to round 2. A question there, Arlen?
No, I'm just kind of thinking tactically, if you guys open up this space, that would be great for me to be doing prayer right there. You guys would probably know that, I have to be in the room and able to see you guys to give you my bonus.
Okay.
Okay.
Kev, whereabouts was the vent that he come through? Is it like just behind him or something like
Basically,
that?
yeah, right next to where he is. The top left corner of his token is basically where that vent is.
So we kind of want to stop him going back down that vent.
Okay.
I'll shout that out. Stop him getting away.
Does it have one of those like levers that you push down?
It's like a vent in the floor. Good. No, nothing will fall down.
If we could get that cocoon thing up on that vent, that might stop him getting away this time.
Jokes aside, there is a mechanism. Like the slats in it, they can move. Like these rooms are designed to be sealed hermetically.
Yeah, sealed. Yeah.
That's why I asked about that vent.
Yeah. Okay, so I think, are we done for the round then, guys? Everyone's finished their moves. Zaniko.
Well,
I think that's going to need to have Will do some acrobatics.
Zaniko asked everyone to get the fuck out of the way, and then they did not.
I have no movement, so I can't.
I can't.
Reagan, what square are you in here? Are you here?
Sorry. Yes.
Okay. I mean, Zaniko, you could move through people. You could end up.
Yeah, but I don't have enough room to, unless I can go diagonal through the door, which seems a little silly.
How much movement do you have? 1, 2, 3.
I only have 3 squares, so I would end up here.
Yeah.
You'd be right here.
Yeah. But I don't think you can go diagonal through a door.
Honestly, it's a pulp game. I'm fine with you getting there.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. Well, then I will end up there.
Okay. I mean, there may be a self-interested reason I want you guys all clustered together.
Yeah, I know, right?
Fireball.
You're so transparent, Kev.
I know. Exactly.
It's embarrassing. man.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh. All right.
Come in. Yeah, man.
You can do that.
If Kev's sending the rolls, don't do it.
All right. Then
I don't know what's worse, Kev throwing it out there, or us like just, oh, nice, yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, cheers, Kev.
Fun with
Think the
friends.
third time now.
All right, guys. So then that is the end of the round. Carl, you kicked my ass last round. So everyone decide or declare what you're doing for the next round, and then I will show you what I rolled. And Carl will once again try and, I was going to say, beat me like a redheaded stepchild, but that's probably not appropriate. I've been reading a lot of Warren Ellis the last week, so
I rolled a 6.
okay.
Uh-oh.
Okay. Oh, actually, you got to roll. Remember, you roll afterwards.
Oh, come on.
Yeah, everyone declares. Sorry. Sorry.
Someone else rolled. Someone else rolled. That's my luck.
Oh, sorry, Carl. It's been a while since you played, but that's always the way it is in Ash. Everyone declares, then we roll. Has everyone declared?
Okay.
I
Yeah.
think so. 1, 2, 3.
Okay.
I figured simultaneous, but whatever.
Nope. Carl, beat my 3.
You can do it.
Comes.
There.
Oh,
Aiming it.
take it.
Nice. All
There we
right.
go.
So then, first up, we have melee. Who's melee in here? Iffy.
Virginia is, she's
That's
going
it.
to run up and slack at him.
Yep. Favored round 2, guys.
All right.
Now, he is drifting a little high up, so I'm gonna modify his AC a little bit for that, but you are able to still hit him now. Go ahead, make
Okay,
your...
and all right. It's too bad we haven't had a.
Oh my
Oh,
shit!
not
Crit.
20.
Okay, now you
Can I have that 6 for the?
can go ahead and give us a D6 roll. Choose.
Plus
So plus
2.
2, so it's 12. You can ghost touch once a day. Are you activating that?
Sure, I'll activate it.
Okay. So then that means full damage on this thing. He screeches and howls in pain. Then it is, who else is in melee on first round? Looks like nobody. So we got missile first round. Reagan
Wasn't. Oh no, Malo was shifted. Yeah.
Yeah.
Sorry.
Yeah.
Reagan and Kane, and I think that's it.
So I guess it'd be 14 points of damage, right? So it's plus 2.
Yep. Okay.
So Reagan's aiming to throw. Basically, she's trying to throw. I assume he's kind of in front of the vent.
Yep.
Kind of like hanging in front of it. So she's basically aiming for the vent, so that if it happens to go through him, what I'm saying is she's basically throwing like a pitcher, right? She's throwing through as if she's aiming at the vent.
Yeah. Why don't you give us a test of dexterity, not feet.
Test. Okay.
I'm going for the layup myself.
Yeah.
Oh,
Can
Should I
astonishing
start?
fortune then?
yeah.
All right. One more.
Okay. All right. So you hurl this thing up,
Yep.
and it sort of thunk hits the wall and poof, falls to the ground. Who else is on missile? Kane.
Kevin,
Yeah.
I'm not going to do it now because I didn't think about it. But could I have astonishing fortune, the dice, the crit
No.
resolution?
No. Only things that you guys are doing or things that are affecting you.
Mm-hmm.
So like, and you can't re-roll initiative with astonishing fortune, but
Okay.
can't re-roll damage with astonishing fortune. But all right.
Should react to that at all?
Say again.
Should react.
Not that you've seen.
she's-
No. Kane, you're up next.
Hopefully, he was casting spells in the first.
Is it safe to take a shot, or is Iphigenia in the firing line?
If he is in melee, but I'm going to reduce the chance because he's getting a penalty to or bonus to his AC because he's higher up. I'll say it's only on a nat 1 that you'll hit Iffy.
It's only a 5% chance. Go for it.
And you got astonishing fortune too. There's tons right now.
Yeah.
True.
Okay. So if I've got 2 attacks, am I right in thinking I can get 6 shots off?
The rate of fire for the
No.
weapon is independent of your individual. Whatever the rate of fire of the weapon is, that's how many times you can do. So it's 3 shots, I think, per round.
Yeah.
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 Okay.
Ooh, solid. All right. So those hit. So the laser things are going off, and it appears to be passing clean through him. Hitting the back of the wall. Good grouping though. With those rolls. Nice grouping.
I made a real mess of the wall.
You did, absolutely. You know, it may have been the no, it's probably it wouldn't. The vent would be just off to the side, and you were square on target, so you didn't hit the vent.
Yeah.
Okay.
You should have melted the vent closed.
Do you know? I actually thought about that, and then I thought, no, it'll probably just smash it up.
Okay. Then next up is Zanika with magic.
All right, I am doing my classic thing, calling upon the powers of the Great Feathered Serpent to give everybody a +1 to hit and damage and saves, and give him a penalty to the same things.
Nice. He's writhing and twisting. Did not care for that. All right, then it is magic for him. Now, normally he had, when you fought him last time, he had a diaphanous barrier, like there were particles that you were hitting that were preventing that. However, because Iffy used her ghost touch, it went right through that and disrupted his spell. So you guys avoided having a stinking cloud brought down on you.
Oh,
Nice.
awesome.
Yeah,
That's right.
the magic goes off. Hold on. How much Astonishing Fortune does he have? No, I'm kidding. I'm totally kidding. Just kidding. All right. So then, anyone else have
like a champion in Soulbound?
Yeah.
Oh, we tried a session of Soulbound this week, by the way.
Oh yeah, how'd you like it?
It's interesting. The mechanic is really easy. I think everyone needs to remember their like meta currency, like the metal, and then the soul binding. You know, if they get to it, but especially metal because that gives you extra actions.
Mm-hmm.
But it's become pretty dynamic and heroic. I mean, the combat was slow because we're trying to figure it out. Because I was trying to remind people, what they can do.
Yep.
But it's neat.
It's
a cool setting. I mean, because the
definitely.
These Warhammer guys always get great art, and it's evocative, and
absolutely.
So like they're in one of those Arcanaut. They're in a dwarven, for better lack of a term, Arcanaut, and they're getting attacked by Tzeentch flying creatures. So.
Yeah, it's
Screamers and
very
Screamers
cool
and
setting.
the platform arrow guys, so Skyfires.
Nice. All right, so then this is, I think we got move in the first phase.
All right.
Anyone moving?
Yeah, I'm going to go ahead and try and realign myself.
Okay.
Melt that vent.
I mentioned that there's mimics in this game, right?
Yep.
You did.
All right.
But maybe they can attack Shoot since he imprisoned them.
Yeah.
Fight for your freedom, mimics.
That is what Kane's friend was saying. All right, so then I think that is the end of phase 1, guys. We're on to phase 2. Malo, you're up first.
Okay, I'm going to step forward, brandishing my scimitar.
Yep.
And slash at the creature twice. See if I can do any damage. Oh, good. Pretty good.
Nice. Your weapon is magical, right?
It is magical, and I have an additional +1 from the prayer.
Nice.
So -2, -5.
Okay, so damage. Does prayer add to damage?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Sweet. Okay.
Incantation is a lesser version that only does attacks, but prayer is it's a third level spell, so it's kind of
everything.
Yeah. All right, so you're cutting through. You're not having as much effect as what Iffy did on this, but you are definitely cutting through its form.
Right.
Then it is who else is on melee? Anybody? What's Amar doing? Oh, Amar's still trying to get an angle.
I have melee. In the
Yeah,
second
I'm
phase.
waiting to shoot.
I have one more melee in the second phase.
Oh yeah, okay, go ahead, Iffy.
All right. I roll
Come
my
on, here it comes. Yep, solid hit.
AC 0.
The
15 damage.
yep,
So that's all.
and because your ghost touch is still active as well.
Yep.
Watch this. Boom.
Wow.
Nice.
Big hit on him. He is very unhappy with this. Then it is, and he was going to be casting spells, so he can't move now. Let's see here. Who else has got no one else got melee. So missile, second phase is Amar.
All right. Radium gun of doom.
Does this radium gun work on him?
I think so.
About to
I
find
don't know.
out.
Let's see.
Tried it. I don't remember.
We're fixing to find out.
You should beat him up.
Okay.
Avoidance state.
So those rings go out.
Mhm.
It seems to have no effect on him.
Damn it, Jim.
If he, however, is going to want to check for lumps for the next 6 months. So then
So wrong.
it is. Let's see here. That was missile. We have then move on second phase.
What was Reagan doing?
I threw the egg and missed.
Oh, missed. Yeah.
So
Yep.
I'm actually wondering if maybe Amar. Well, yeah, we maybe shouldn't talk about. Yeah,
It was grandma throwing the football way.
yeah.
All right.
I was like, Amar could springboard up and do the layup.
Okay.
I was going to throw my hammer, but then I realised that's a different game where I've got the throwing hammer.
Yeah.
That was
All right.
last night.
So then I believe, guys, that if everyone's finished their moves, that brings us to the end of round 2. We're on to round 3. Carl is still kicking my ass, so everyone declare your actions. And then once you see my dice, Carl, give us a roll. Ooh.
So is there a button or some sort of apparatus that looks like it closes the vent?
Not that you can see, no.
Okay, so there's no like little latch or whatever.
Not really, no.
Like lever.
It's probably automated. I mean, maybe there's a way in here to do that, but it's also the vent itself is 10 feet up in the air.
Yeah.
Yep.
Okay. And 2, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Who am I missing here?
Me. Basically, I'm not. I think I'm just gonna. Sorry.
You're gonna apologize? Apologize to Shoot. I'm sorry. I didn't mean it. Just kidding.
Might help. You never know.
Yep.
Not in the face. Not in the face.
I don't. I was looking through my spell list, and I literally have nothing except I can call a mount. I can bring another horse.
Yeah.
Do you have any you don't have any healing, do you?
No, I've basically got nothing. I've got nothing. I don't have any weapons. I can.
Arlen, Wednesday's session, Dorman finally got to make use of mount in a meaningful way. John was so happy.
Look for a big red button that shuts him.
Yeah. Actually, which is instead of hold, she's gonna talk. Basically, she wants to tell us something going on.
Okay. I mean, you can still shout something out while you're taking your action. I'm fine with that.
Yeah.
I'm a merciful DM. Come on. Okay.
What did we do? What did we do with the healing potions? We split them up.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
So how many healing potions should I have?
You should have 2.
Okay, so in a movement, could I pass one? If I was walking past Iphigenia, can I hand one off as I'm in my move phase?
That's your action then. If you're retrieving and
action,
then passing, if you're retrieving and passing, that's an action. All right,
Just
Carl,
press the attack.
beat my 2, please.
Just press the attack.
Yep.
Nice.
Nice.
There's that 6 again. All right, so then, guys, we got melee up first, which is Amar, Malo, and Iffy.
Beat the shit out of the thing.
Mar, why don't you go ahead?
I'm sorry?
Go ahead, Mar.
So since he's up in the air,
Yep.
he's going to do that kind of springboard off of that desk up into the air here
Yep.
and unleash the Fists of Fury.
It's the first 5 minutes of every high school parkour fail video. So
Yep.
you leap
Or-
off of the
or the-
desk, fly into the air.
Cobra Kai season 2, like in the high school where there are no police to stop that fight.
Yeah.
All right.
Oof. Amar. That's not bad.
AC 1? Does it AC
Your
1?
Does AC 1 hit him?
Your fists count as magic now, right?
Yes, sir.
Okay. But not ghost touch.
No,
Okay.
don't believe so.
All right, so you hit. One of them misses wildly. The other one manages to connect. Then it is.
I'll take a slash at him.
Yep.
Go. -10.
Yikes. Yeah, just
12
barely.
damage.
Just barely.
Just grazed him.
And that does not include the +1 to damage?
Correct.
Okay, so then that is another solid hit.
Go ahead, Kane.
Ooh, cramming your way in there. I think
Over here, right?
Yeah,
Can you
Yeah.
just go to there?
yeah,
Yeah,
probably.
that's where I was thinking.
Yeah.
I thought he was
Okay,
trying to get in the way of the vent. So you
well,
go
I was, but if I can't get in there, no.
Yeah, I don't think there's. I don't quite think there's enough room. And I mean, the vent again, like the vent's 10 feet in the air. So
10 feet in the air.
I
So.
Yeah.
don't gain a lot anyway.
all right,
Okay.
but go ahead and make your attacks though.
Okay.
This is round 3, so yeah, so you have one attack. Come on, come on, big money.
It's
I
4.
You have Astonishing Fortune left. 5 points of Astonishing Fortune if you want to re-roll.
What do you think, guys?
Yeah.
I
yeah.
would
Yeah.
say
Totally.
I'll take them.
Every
Yeah,
bit
okay.
helps.
Okay. Oh no, I've shut my damn sheet. I'm just going to hit the 20. I'm going to roll the 20.
Go.
Remember, minus
Oh,
Oh, man.
Oh, jeez. All right, now.
Should have used the sheet.
Should've used the
Reminder: we can, when you withdraw, we've decided you can do it on melee or you can do it on movement.
I still got a melee.
Oh, you still want to go ahead, Iffy?
Yeah, that sucks.
Come on, Iffy.
AC 2.
AC 2 is a hit.
Nice.
And unfortunately, your ghost touch is
14.
over, so that is
No, it's over?
yeah. The ghost touch only lasts for 1 round, doesn't it?
No, I thought it
Yeah, it
lasted
says
for
once per day. That's it.
that would
Yep.
seem as kind of weird.
Okay.
But,
It's one because it was the minor trait for the weapon. Those are never.
only-
Yeah, it's not like a ghost touch weapon. All right. However, so you hit him. He is definitely falling apart, like literally. His form is discorporating. However, he and flies into the vent again. With that, guys, we'll take our mid-session break.
Yes.
Nice.
So, for those listening at home, we will be back momentarily. Dan will be back.
Yeah, no.
Okay. All right, let's check my chat. See how everybody... Oh, I get Colin back in the right place here. There we go. Morning, everybody. Pendarfa, Brian, Wayne, morning, guys. Hope everyone is having a good start to your weekend. Oh, my gosh. All right, all right. Oh, the guys, so Will, the guys put the child's body and the spirit to rest.
Nice.
Yeah. On, what do you call it? On Wednesday.
Wednesday, yeah.
Okay. This afternoon I am running Shadowrun 3rd Edition for the first time in about 12 years.
Okay, so which one is third?
Third is the one, let's see here. I have... I think I've got the third in the other room. Third is the one, it's the last version of the original, like the iteration of the original rule set. Fourth is where they rewrote it to be a dice pool game.
Okay, so that would still be FASA, right?
Yes, yep. It transitioned to FanPro in the early 2000s.
Okay.
Yeah, it's the edition that came out in '98, and then it transitioned to FanPro in like 2003, and they kept publishing up until the time Fourth came out. And then Fourth had a good long run. Fifth had a good long run, and then Sixth is the current edition. Okay. All right. Arlen, are you ready to play a Street Samurai today? Oh, you're muted. If you're talking.
Yep. No, I'm excited. I have never played any version of Shadowrun
Nice.
except the computer game. So.
Oh, cool. So yeah, that's great that you got a baseline with the setting then too.
Yeah.
It's gonna be interesting to see how fast. Like back in the day, in comparison to like AD&D, it felt like it, or basic D&D, it felt like it played slow, just because of the damage conditions and staging and whatnot. But I feel like in comparison to some of the games we have been playing, it'll be just as quick. And it's nice. 3 players is a good group size for that kind of level of rules complexity too. Okay. Oh, and George, I have come back around on the Wilderness Survival kit. I find this screen really, really helpful for playing at the table. Oh, and I got something Ewan got me to pick up too. I actually made use of yesterday. The DM screen for sea encounters.
Yeah.
Yep.
I like that one a lot.
It's got some good stuff. Like, even for river travel, you can rework the encounters and whatnot. It's pretty great. I like the random ship generation for what you encounter in the sea. It's pretty cool.
Totally. I always have 2 screens: the main screen and then one other screen, depending on what we're doing. So if we're doing any kind of river, aquatic, whatever, I use the Saltmarsh screen, and the Wilderness one I got for the same reason.
Oh, nice. Yeah, it's pretty helpful. The only thing that's missing on there is the rules for exhaustion for overland travel. I had to go looking for that stuff.
Oh,
Yeah.
Okay.
But it was easy to find.
I literally have it right here. I'm planning to use it in our next game.
Oh, nice.
Yeah.
Awesome.
I quite like that sketchy screen that comes in the Essentials box. The super floppy one.
Yep.
Yeah.
I think that's, for the money.
Yep. The rules handouts are pretty good too on that. One of my favorite.
I brought back my 40 one.
Oh, nice.
In case we play 40 again.
Yeah. Awesome. Nice.
Yeah, I collect screens. I have all the screens from Fantasy Flight Games was doing all the Warhammer stuff. I have like the Dark Heresy one, the Black Crusade one,
They make a good screen too, like those ones, the 5th edition, or the Star Wars ones. They're solid too. Same thing with the.
There was one screen I just got. It was pretty solid.
The L5R. The L5R screen is really, really useful for that one because you do need to reference charts quite a bit in that game.
Yeah. Yeah, I love the Hyperborea one, but it is kind of flimsy.
It is flimsy. The content is terrific. Just the paper is quite light in comparison to some other stuff. The Cult Divinity Lost is also really good. The Conan one
There's
too.
There's a game I just got that the screen was really good and solid, but I don't remember which one it was.
I think
maybe in the Lex Arcana.
You're I think Star Trek Adventures fan, right, Carl?
Yeah. That's a badass screen.
Yeah.
Like big, it's oversized too.
Yeah, it's like album,
even
size. It's really
even
cool.
Players with selfie sticks can't see over it.
Who are you playing with?
And they break up the selfie stick. try to use mirrors.
Do they turn their hat backwards?
Yeah.
I also grabbed some other things.
That's only when you.
Oh, nice.
I love those books. I love that OA book. Yeah. Asian Adventures book.
Oh, nice.
Yeah, I got the Rule Cyclopedia.
Very nice.
Yeah, I did the print on demand, and it turned out really nice.
Yeah, they're pretty good.
Nice.
I did the
Yeah,
POD.
it's pretty good. It turned out pretty nice.
So we'll get back to playing the game. I got the POD version of Dark Sun as well.
Oh, cool.
Yeah, it turned out really well.
Nice.
Yeah. Nice.
That was good.
I would get more DM screens if I didn't like making my own so much. I really quite like all that cutting and pasting and just get some glue stick on there and whap it on and scribble it out. And, I'd get a little bit too precious with it if I had the published one.
The one thing I miss about
this is the one. This is the one I was thinking about. The screen for the Odyssey of the Dragon Lords.
It is. That's really good with the tiny little foldouts.
Yeah, little foldouts like that.
The one thing I miss playing in person is being able to do those immediate handouts.
I know.
One of my favorite.
Yeah, the handouts and the
for Conan when we did the gaming marathon and played Conan, I had little hand-drawn pictures of each of the weapons and stuff like that, including the human shield for it too.
Wow.
So like when characters would pick things up it was the Red Pit adventure where they're just like slaves and escaping. So I'd have like, here's manacles, here's a basket full of manacles, here's a human shield, and everyone's grabbing these things and picking them up and using them.
Yeah, I like to have a little tent for the light sources. So if you've got a lantern or a torch, you've got like a little torch in a little table tent in front of you.
Yeah.
So just from where I'm sitting, I can look around the group, see what everybody's got, and I can make my description fit their light sources and stuff.
That's a great idea.
The Pathfinder 2nd Edition beginner box has one of my absolute favorite little handouts for that, where it comes with player like little like rules things, right, that have like what you can do in an action and whatever, some basic stuff, but it also comes with slots and tokens for your 3 actions and for your reaction. So you put it on as you take it, you just kind of move it down, and like you don't need to do that necessarily, but it's a nice way to visually communicate, like, this is what you're casting 2, boom, down it goes. And we do that with the game I'm playing with my son. All right, so I think we're all back now. So the beginner set is fucking awesome. I mean, they usually do a great job with their beginner stuff, so not a surprise. Okay, guys, so it appears Shud has disappeared into the vent. Does anyone else have any actions that they are doing that would potentially affect him still?
Yeah. Toss that grenade into the vent.
Could, but he's probably
okay.
I mean, I was.
Or do we feel like he stays in the HVAC system, or does he like go somewhere? Can we go to his?
We're not sure.
Can we run down to his bedroom and see if he's retreated down there?
You could try.
Well, I'm up for giving it a try.
Yeah.
Sure.
I think Reagan, whenever we get a chance, she's going to want to take a closer look at the vent and around a room just to see if there's any small things that could potentially close it within a room.
Sure.
But since the goal right now is to run down
the thing is, hold on. The thing is you got to put yourself in the mindset of your character. Your characters, I'm not sure would be aware that push a button that would close the vent.
Right. Right.
If you can come up with an explanation for me for why they would do that, I'm happy to roll with that. But I'm not sure how that that would be something that would occur to a character with medieval level technology.
That's right. Yeah. Sorry, we've been in here so long. I'm starting to think more like a technique. Yeah,
for sure.
Have we figured out how the airlocks work, right? No, I mean,
those are doors, though. You turn a.
But we know that they secure, right? We know that like they.
That you do, yeah.
Yeah, so they're sealed. So I guess we could make that logical step that those vents have to be able to be sealed somehow too.
No. Hold on. What you know is that the doors close. I don't think your characters understand that it's a.
No, because that one time that we rested, we were like starting to suffocate.
Breath. Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't see how your characters wouldn't then know that. Like, I think you guys have studied the vents well enough, so you know they move. I don't think you've stumbled.
We
across...
don't know how the button works.
You haven't stumbled across that yet.
I guess we'd be looking for, even if it's with the Amazonian sky flyer technology. They're looking for like levers and Masters of the Universe bulky things, right? So nothing like. So that's why I say like a lever. There's like a lever to shut it off.
Yeah.
Sure.
Because like I'm sure there's like dials and crystals and it's like Flash Gordon style.
Yeah.
What Reagan would think about would be trying to find a way to quickly, like, instead of hitting a button, she would look at the vent itself and see if there was a way to manually close it.
Again, it's 10 feet in the air, so.
Right, but like if we can find a table or something that she can stand on, or
sure, you can drag the desk over maybe.
Yep.
Okay.
And take a look in there and see if there's anything that's easily movable.
So what you would know is that it moves. Reagan, not Reagan, yeah, Iffy. Your intelligence is what, 18 or 16? Oh, you're muted, Carl.
16.
16, okay. Give us a D6 roll, please.
Roll low, right?
You do, yes.
Nope.
You could Astonishing Fortune that if you like. You got 4 points left.
No.
Okay.
You save it for combat.
Sure. So you find it's exactly as you say that being familiar with Amazonian Atlantean style tech, you find a place and you're not sure what thing you need to hit, and I think you're also mindful of like if there is a way to maybe seal things off, it may do other things like remove the air from the room. So you're being kind of careful with what things you hit. You're not just kind of like banging away.
Don't press the red button.
Yeah, so you haven't quite figured out what the correct button is at this point. But I think that what you would be able to do is any new room you could try and do the exact same thing.
Yeah.
Maybe someone's hit something in a sequence that has screwed things up, or maybe it's broken. Like this who knows how.
Yeah, the whole thing.
Yeah, this tower is. But you definitely can see, Reagan, without breaking the mechanism that's within there, you probably can't move these slats. When you get up there too, you can. It's very, very faint. You hear the sound of air moving through the vent, but you don't hear the sound of like banging or whatever else that you've heard before.
Okay.
I'm going to look for the egg that's still lying on the ground.
It is, yeah.
Yep. Reagan,
I'll pick it up.
Okay.
I'll give it to Reagan.
Okay.
And I think Kane wanted to give me a healing thing.
Potion. Yeah, I'm going to give you a bottle of this stuff. There's 3 doses in there. It's really good.
Okay.
It'll put hairs on your chest.
I don't have hair on my chest.
But it will put them on there.
Why would I want hair on my chest? That's disgusting.
Good.
and maybe we can destroy this shoot when you men stop playing with your new toys.
Oh man, I was having so much fun.
So I look at Amar and Kane for that.
So, well, I mean, between your lightning bolt and your ghost touch weapon, I mean, Iffy really has been doing all the heavy lifting with Shoot in the last.
And taking all the heavy damage too.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right. So if you're taking a healing potion, it's what 2d4 plus 2. Is that
No,
right?
this is a special one.
Oh, he's getting the big one.
3d6,
The-
3d6 plus 6. So should I drink like 2/3 of it and save the? So 2d6. Is it so? It'd be 2d6 plus 4 if I take 2/3 of it. Is
Well,
that how
No,
that works?
it's 3d8 plus 6 for the full thing, or 1d8 plus 1 for 1/3.
So 2d8 plus 2 if I take 2.
2d8 plus 2 to do 2/3 of it.
Yep.
I'll
Yeah.
do
And
that.
if you're going to do it that
Save
way,
it.
I'll just do it one at a time. Yeah. Just to see what the
Doesn't
first
matter.
result is.
Not gonna matter.
Okay.
So 8. So 8 plus 2 is
10.
10.
Okay.
That's good.
All right.
You rolled, Carl, you rolled d6s, it's d8s.
Oh. Duh. It's worse.
Not that much, though.
So I'll just drink the rest.
Yeah.
Oh,
So 7 plus. It was plus what? Plus
Plus
3,
1.
you said?
Plus,
Yeah, so 3
3. So
plus 3
10 in total.
Yeah. So that's still 10. That's funny.
Okay. All right.
So should we go to the
Let's go to the-
Shoot's bedroom?
Yeah.
Okay.
I mean,
Maybe
we
we'll
did-
find more of his notes. You know, how he did what he did.
Yep.
As well.
Actually, I'm okay with us kicking his ass a few times a session. That gets us XP, right?
You know what metagaming gets you?
No, I don't.
The loss of astonishing fortune.
Yeah, really.
No,
Yeah. Yes,
I said
sanction.
I'm okay with it. I wanted to kill him this time. I'm okay with it as a player.
This is I think the most injured you've seen him too. Even after the lightning bolt, this seems to be the most that you guys have injured him.
We
Great.
might be doing something he's really afraid of if he keeps attacking us.
Okay.
Well, we're just in his house. I mean,
But I mean,
Kev. These vents are standardized size.
Yes,
roughly.
every one of them seems to be the same size.
So we could get down to that forge. I've got some skills.
So
Maybe I could make a cover, a vent cover that I could whap up over one of these vents. I'll knock it up
Yeah, but
out of
how are
some
you gonna-
metal.
how are you going to attach it?
But you're going to give me a boost.
so
how
I
are
was
you
thinking
gonna-
use
what you guys
Are you going to
find
use?
when you go here?
You're going to use your laser eyes to.
it probably needs to be airtight. Not that we would necessarily know that, but like gas could.
So what you guys find when you get here is until around 10 minutes have passed, that barrier remains. And then when it finally, I mean, Malo, you've been on the losing side of this thing before, so you know it takes a while, but then it eventually dissipates, and you guys are free. What is your marching order going down the stairs, guys?
Wait, do we not want to check any of the other doors?
Same as before, or
Well, we were saying, Amar, that we wanted to try to rush down to the
Yeah, but
bedroom.
if
just
now we have
leave.
10 minutes to kill, right?
Yeah.
True. True.
I mean, between the time of exchanging the potions and kind of talking about what you're doing and dragging the desk over so Reagan can inspect
Yeah,
it, and I
That's
think
fine.
yeah, probably has passed. You guys can feel free to take more time if you'd like.
Yeah, I'm fine with that.
Yep.
Okay.
Should we
And
open the doors and look inside? Yep.
see, so your next level down, guys. I'm just gonna arrange you guys arbitrarily here.
But I think we may be changing our minds.
Oh, really?
I think right? Is that we're going to stay up on this same level?
Yeah, if we
Like
can't
the
rush
two girls?
after him, I mean, I don't know.
It's whatever you guys want to do. I don't care. I just
Is it the next level down? Is his bedroom?
no, it's another
No.
one or two.
It's okay.
next
I'm
level
okay
down.
with- I'm okay with- Well, I mean, if he's this badly damaged, I would say try to catch up with him. If he's not there, we can come back up here and look.
1, 2,
Yeah.
3 levels down.
Yeah.
Your characters would know this.
I mean, I'm inclined to push push the advantage.
Yeah.
Don't
Yep.
keep trying to put him on his back foot.
Okay, sounds good.
That's fine.
Okay, so that's where you guys are heading?
Yeah.
All right, so I'm tracking your way through here. Let's see. 1, 2, 3. Okay, I know where I need to put you. Right in the pot. I mean, let's see here. Grab all our heroes here. Drag you guys over here. And boom. That's where we are, guys. So, this is Shude's bedroom. How do you approach this? And I think, Kane, within the last days when you were nearly incinerated by that electrical trap there, the door remains open. What do you guys wish to do?
Well, let's start by looking in, right?
Okay.
Without crossing the thresholds.
Sure. The room appears as you left it.
All right, I'll look for any kind of. I think that he's not able to cast glyphs at this point, but I'm going to check just in case.
Okay. Let's see. As far as you can tell, nothing between you and the bed.
Okay. I'll relay that to everybody. Who wants to enter first?
And
I
as far as
can,
you can
if you
tell,
wish.
nothing between you and the door leading to the basement.
This one here.
Yep.
Okay. Do you wish me to go forward? I'm happy to step in unless somebody else wants to.
Do you,
Nope.
you say it's all clear, or do you?
Yeah.
I'm in.
Yeah, go in.
Okay.
Yep.
So, as far as you can tell, this place is exactly as you left it. The sheets have been torn off and thrown. Chairs have been thrown against that door. And the doorway
So we're looking
the
to go up
bathroom.
over it.
The doorway to the bathroom looms open.
Was it open before?
It was.
Yeah.
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 It was left open from when we fled in terror.
A portal
And
to
then this
peril.
is like, and we've searched through the desk and all that.
You did, yep.
Yeah. I don't recall if we checked under the bed, so I
I don't
will
know. We were jumping on it.
look.
That's where we had our pillow fight.
Yeah.
I will look underneath the bed just in case we did, we missed something the last time. I don't think we did, but just to be thorough.
Okay. As far as you can tell, nothing under there. Nothing of interest.
Okay. And if I recall correctly, back here was his study,
It was like a
where he
study.
found
Yep.
some notes, etc.
Yep.
I think we took everything in there too, but we can check that again.
There was also
No,
that.
that was the room where we fled. We fled that room because something nasty was coming out of the tank. There was like
The airless chamber.
Yeah, that's
Oh,
interesting.
Robert, you are muted if you're trying to talk.
Yep. We could shred the bed if we hope that would get him to come. Get him pissed off enough to. Maybe have something in the
So in the airless chamber, we saw like tanks and there were things in there.
There was like a what would you call it? Like some sort of experiment on in there, wasn't there? It was a sealed vat, for want of a better phrase, like a little cupboard, like a gas.
There were notes that Malo recovered from that room as well.
Shall I just pop the door? Shall I just jug the door?
Yeah,
Me-
I think so.
You mean close the door here? This door?
No, the door. I'm standing up. I'm thinking to open it. We shut it because something was coming,
Right.
Yeah.
but it might be time to face up to it. And
Does it have like a little window?
I don't think so.
In the in that study, there's a study. Yeah, there is a window in there, and there was blood and like kind of streaks on the inside of the chamber. And there's a body that they saw on the far side.
Mhm.
And I think you had a name for the suffocated victim as well, too.
Yeah, it was a mummified corpse that looked kind of frozen. Okay, yeah. Kelkin will be the test subject. That's what we read in his notes, in Shoot's notes.
Okay.
And that's as far as we got with that.
And we're going to pop this door open. I think we need, when this door gets open, I think it needs to stay open as well. We don't want it shutting on us.
Yeah.
Okay.
Agreed.
So there we go. 1, 2, 3.
Okay.
Yeah, the only places we haven't thoroughly examined are that area and then the bathroom. So
Yeah.
we don't hear any noise or rattling that he has.
Not at all.
I'm just going to break a piece off the bed and fashion a door wedge with
Sure.
my...
Yeah. I mean, with one of your many hammers.
I haven't. We have hand axes, I'm sure.
I just need to borrow an axe off of someone to fashion a wedge, and then I'm going to jam this door open. Little bit of handicrafts.
Okay. With that door wedged open, what do you guys want to do next?
So now right now it's empty, right? It's like this door, and then there's a chamber beyond. Is that correct?
There, you can go ahead and take a look in there if you like.
Where did you want to? Where did you want to look, Virginia? You coming in here as well? I thought you was trying somewhere else.
This is like where that guy was, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. And does everything look the same as we left it in this room as well, Kevin?
It looks exactly as you left it, correct.
So I guess we need to go down there and have a closer look down there.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right. Now hold on. Okay. So you guys get closer to this door, and you can picture, like one of those, like a gas chamber style, heavy, metal door with a thick tempered glass pane. There's blood streaks on that as well too, and oh god, is that a fingernail on the other side? You get over and you look in, and what you can see is on the far edge of it there is a desiccated but weirdly preserved corpse slumped against the wall. And Iffy, you feel a bit of your hair blowing. And I need Kane, Malo, and Iffy to please give me a... Let's see here. It's a save versus... Take a look at the list here again. Here we go. I need a save versus... Oh, yes, death, please.
I failed.
Okay.
2 failures. 1 success.
So, you guys have 2 points. I mean, you got lots of Astonishing Fortune left. You can, in this one, you can spend Astonishing Fortune to automatically succeed in a save if you like.
Yeah. We have 4 out of 6 left. So
what is
What do
happening
the rest of the group think?
is, well, I'll tell you what the consequence is, and you can make the decision from there. Kane and Iffy, and it makes sense that you guys are the closest as well, too. You can hear something whispering in your ear. You can't catch your breath.
Okay.
I think you should use it.
I'll use it, I guess.
Yep. Use it.
Okay. So I think you guys could... you knew what sort of... that there was something to worry about. So as soon as you start feeling that kind of shortness of breath, you stagger back. Kane, you bump up against the desk here. And for a split second...
From the door, okay.
Iffy and Kane, you see a face move across that tiny porthole, and then it's gone.
Do we recognise the face? Does it look like Shoot or?
It looks honestly like the corpse that you saw at the far end of the room. Yeah.
So Malo, just as he sees the his two companions kind of stagger back, Malo just whispers, "Kelkin."
Okay. So you say that, and then through that little porthole, you can picture the camera as the porthole. You would see like.
Hey, maybe he can help us. Maybe he knows something.
It's possible. He was a test subject. I mean, he obviously hates Jude.
He's clearly dead. His eyes are completely like milky white over. The body itself looks like a darkish gray or brown color, leathery, and it's looking at you.
Seen better days.
And you hear boom. Something hits the inside of that thing, and it just stares at you.
I check on my companions to make sure they're okay. I think that'll be the first thing I do.
Yeah. Once you guys stagger back.
Take a my inhaler. You know.
Those famous Atlantean.
Yeah.
Okay.
He could have information.
I know that
would be helpful, but communicating with him may be difficult. I'll move up, so I'm there on the other side of the glass or whatever that material is, and I will speak. I'll speak in Atlantean, to start with, and I will say, "I am Malo. Are you Kelkin?" I don't even know if we can goes through the. Okay.
Hits against the wall again. Doom.
That might be. He might be trying to communicate. I say to Kane and.
Why don't we just let him out? I mean, he's got no grievance with us.
We know that.
I mean, maybe he just wants to move on to the spirit world, and we should free his spirit.
He probably does.
I can smash that window in the other room. He can go out the window.
You're rubbing your throat from where this thing was trying to steal your breath.
Yeah, that was before I let him out.
Well, let's see if we can establish communication then.
Yeah, I agree.
So ask him, can you understand us? Bang, 1 for yes, 2 for no.
Yeah, we're on the same page. I'm going to ask that in Atlantean and see if he can hear me, A, B, understand, and C, respond.
Boom.
Okay.
That's probably yes. Yes, and we.
He did only bang once last time as well.
Yeah, exactly. Can you strike the wall twice? In Atlantean.
Dunk.
Damn it.
Go on then.
You know what's awesome is when you're playing the DM who asks questions for a living. So
yeah. No, I
as soon as you heard it, you're like,
again. Yeah, I'm like, oh yeah, that's right. Yeah, of course. Okay, I think we can communicate with it. Is my guess. It'll be limited, but we can try seeing if we can ask questions. I'm not entirely sure.
Well, you asked if he could bang,
and he said yes. So
right.
We need to see if we can get.
Tell him to bang twice, please.
Okay, so I will say bang twice so that we know you can understand us.
Doom.
Yeah.
Doom.
Huh. Oh, there we go. Okay, that's great. So
tell him we're here to we want to kill. We want to destroy Shoot. How do we do it?
So obviously, it'd be the translator.
Yeah. Well, he can't say. He can only say yes or no. Right? So.
No, I mean for you. I'll translate for you into Atlantean.
Yeah. What?
Unless you speak Atlantean.
No, I don't speak. Okay. I speak Thracian, Ixian, and Hellenic.
Okay. So what are you saying?
So I'll just translate for Iphigenia. Whatever Iphigenia says, I'll put into Atlantean.
Okay.
I mean, it looks like he can just communicate with that.
For Amar, Zanico, and Reagan,
yes or no?
You guys can hear them having a conversation, and you hear that sound of something heavy hitting that heavy metal door. So you guys can feel free to poke your head in there if you like. Oh, you're muted there, Reagan.
Reagan's looking in, but again, she's mostly focused on looking at the event in this room.
Sure.
And,
yeah.
Okay.
Shoot. We can ask. Do you know how to destroy Shude? And how do you destroy Shude? But he can't talk. It seems like he can't talk. You can only say yes or no questions, right?
So far, but you never know.
Right. So you can ask, either one of those.
I'll ask. Do you know how to destroy Shude?
Doom.
Okay, that's great. Now we got to figure out how we can convey that to us. Can you speak?
Doom. Doom.
Yeah. Okay. Okay. Is there a way for you to tell us how to defeat
or show us also,
or show us? Yeah. Can you show us how to defeat Shude?
Doom. Doom.
Okay.
No. Okay.
Reagan
he just wants to kill him.
Reagan's keeping a little bit of an ear on this, and she just kind of rolls. She takes the hive and she kind of rolls it into the room and just, points to the porthole to show it to him, see if that's anything that's useful.
So Malo, hearing that thing, or Virginia kind of Reagan sticking her head in, will point back and at her and say, "Do we need to use this to defeat Shude, to destroy Shude?"
Doom.
Okay.
Yeah,
if we let
right.
you out, will you help us?
Doom.
No.
That was 2 no's. Okay.
No, that was a single
No, that was a yes.
ping.
Yeah.
Okay.
And then a pause, and then 2 pings.
Okay. Got it.
Yeah. Okay. So,
which question did he say no to?
Would he help?
He said yes and no.
Oh, I see. Okay.
To the same question.
Yeah.
So it's something to do with that thing, but not necessarily just that thing. So maybe we need more of them or a variation on the plan.
Right. Which question did he answer?
Doom.
Yes. Okay. All right. So what Kane said.
Okay.
So some more of them would be my guess.
Well, we can let him out.
We can. I wanted to ask at least one more question.
Okay.
Which just what Kane was just asking. Do we need more of these to destroy Shude?
Doom. Doom.
No. Okay. So just the one. It's just something else.
But he said he could. He said he could show us. Right.
Doom. Doom.
Yeah. No.
Yeah, he said he couldn't show us, I think.
And I'll relay to the group, including those out in the main chamber, if anybody has any questions they'd like me to try to ask this creature, whatever it is now.
You can explain to him what's happened so far. That we've attacked and injured Shude, and now he's fled. Would you know where he would hide? That's
So
one
in the way,
line of questioning, and the other question is, if we let you out, will you be friendly? I guess.
right. Well, I will put the context I'll put all that in is, we are travelers. We are not from this land. we have found ourselves within this tower being attacked over and over by Shud. And as you know, he can do horrible things to people.
Dum.
So we wish to defeat him, and we also wish to set you free if you wish to be.
Dum. Dum.
Oh.
No.
Ca-
Do you not want us to... Oh, go ahead. Go ahead.
I was just going to say, perhaps we could offer to help. Can we help you?
Dum.
How can we help you? Oh, you don't know.
Dum.
He can't.
Okay, so
No,
no,
we can't.
no on the help. Do you wish to remain locked in here?
Dum. Dum.
Okay, so he does want to be set free. Do we have to find something else in order to destroy Shud, other than this?
Dum.
Yes. Okay. Do you know where that object is?
Dum.
Could you lead us to it?
Dum. Dum.
Yeah.
That's too easy.
Those Fridays.
Worth a try.
Okay. But we do have, I mean, that's good information to have, that there is something else that we need another object.
I mean, there was a rake of information on this desk, wasn't there, like a journal or something.
Reagan wants to ask, you can't lead us there. Does that mean you can't physically go there?
Dum.
So you can't physically go there.
Mhm.
Is it in the vent? Vents.
Okay, let's try. If we let you out, could you physically go there?
I was going to say, you can't show us at the moment.
Dum.
Yeah.
Dum.
No. Okay.
I don't think he can be. I think if we open this out, either he'll accidentally kill us or it'll destroy it.
Dum. And
Yeah.
you think you see a strained look of
Sorrow.
like anguish, on its face
yeah.
too.
Yeah. Right.
How good are you, I ask Malo, how good are you at drawing maps? Maybe we can
Fair.
could draw maps of the tower and show him and point, where is the object.
If you try and hold anything up to it, remember what its eyes look like.
Yeah,
Oh, we can't see.
It's kind of, yeah.
Yeah. We don't need to
Seems
go
like
through
it.
rigmarole of you guys trying to show stuff and me donging until, you.
Yeah. Well, I guess we can get to like a floor, and then we can ask about. I mean, it would be like basically we'd ask systematically what floor is it located on, and then in what room of the rooms that we can describe as best we can. Right. I mean,
I think there's that question of where, and also the question of what it is that we're looking for. Those two things. So I'm just going to start by asking. Oh, sorry, Kev.
No, I was going to say, so the where, like we don't need to go through the whole process of like describing each floor and each room and whatnot. I think that there may be some difficulty getting particulars of it. What you get is down below.
oh, like in the basement.
Yes, it'll be down below.
That's not surprising.
Yeah, and
That's where the demon is. I haven't gotten it.
Yep.
Ask is he talking about the demon?
Dong.
Sure.
Dong.
Oh.
No. Okay. Is the object that we're looking for the same type of? I'm not. I don't know the word technology. So creation as this, and I'm pointing to the egg.
Dong.
Okay, so it is some kind of Atlantean / magical device.
Kane, you being a craftsperson, I think you understand that on the road to mastery, an apprentice creates many works to learn and master that skill.
So was there like a workroom or something down there? Like some sort of forge or
It was.
down in the basement?
You guys have passed a workroom on the upper levels, or where you face that mechanical centipede.
Where we got that
The dad vest.
magical vest. Yep, the dad.
Magical dad vest. I'm off to Home Depot. Anyone want to come? Lowe's, I suppose.
We've maybe got an early iteration of the design.
Yeah.
We need the 2.0 or the 3.0.
Mm-hmm.
And you said it's in the basement somewhere.
What's the impression of everything you've come across in here, too? What's the impression you get of the purpose of this place?
It was like a research facility, so there's a lot of prototypes.
Yeah. Or
Right.
testing facility.
Mm-hmm.
Yep, experimentation. And we know he was trying to fuse kind of demonology with for lack of a better word, technology, with the sky people magic, I guess is the way he.
I mean, you would recognize it as crafts as well, too. Because I think we talked about those before. Like where you're all humans, your characters are all humans. You're all pattern-seeking organisms, and you're quite clever. So the whole primitive person being like, ooh, like that's not how you guys would be. You live in a world where there is Atlantean tech and stuff like that, so you would know it's craft.
Okay.
It's craft beyond your capable
Understanding, right?
Reagan asks, is it the thing that the worm creature is using? Because that thing seems to be able to control it. Like, basically, yeah. Anyway, that's what she asked. She basically asked if the thing in the worm with the worm creature, is that what you're talking about? Is that a more advanced version?
Well, that's not what it said. That's what Kane said. Unless you're asking Kane, then in which case I'll let Kane answer.
Okay, sure.
I think the thing that we need to find is a more advanced version of the thing that you've got there.
Right, but maybe the worm thing has that.
Was that down in the basement?
Yeah, because if I recall, it was a while ago. It picked it up, or we saw it in the chest. Right, it basically swarmed around that thing and then created the worm creature. Basically, all the worms or bugs or whatever.
Oh, right.
Turned into a humanoid figure.
And we
All
just.
right.
What happened to it? We just left it down.
Yeah, we didn't go in.
Oh, right.
Yeah.
So ask this person whether the thing he's talking about is the one that the worm creature is using.
Yes. No, it's okay. He probably doesn't know.
Know about the worm creature.
Okay.
Yeah. But yeah, I mean, that it was on the lowest level, so that sort of does line up in that regard.
Yeah. Okay. We didn't search all the lower level, right?
Yes and no. We kind of semi-searched. So there was a lab down there called Lab 0, Mnemotechnic Recovery, as well as Caravantian, the demon. And then we found the chamber with the worms. So keep Kane away from...
I was going to say it this time.
You guys found, remember there were 2 cells that you guys found down there. One of them had the door open, and there was another one of those nests, if you will, and then there were a bunch of dead insects, right?
Yeah. Yeah.
Yep.
And there was one area we didn't go into on the north side.
Yeah. I say we go back down to the basement, but
Yeah.
my question, I think it was answered based on what was said, but maybe more specifically, ask him, if we let you out, will you kill us or attempt to kill us?
I'll translate that.
Dong. 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 Dong.
Yeah.
Dong.
Yeah.
Dong. 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 Malo, can I get a save from you, please?
Yes. Of death.
Please.
Okay. Nope.
Uh,
I think I might use.
Yes.
Well, tell me what the effect is going to be.
Okay.
Is it the same kind of thing? I start to feel like I can't breathe.
Yeah.
Okay, I'm gonna.
Astonishing Fortune that?
Yes, I am.
Okay. You stagger back.
And I will stagger. Yeah.
Yeah. And what you see is this, you cannot hear anything apart from the banging on the drawer, but it looks like this thing is just screaming. Its blackened teeth open. But you hear nothing. And it doesn't stop.
I'm a little bit unnerved by that entire moment and the creature and the sorrow that I could see in its milky eyes. So I have to leave the chamber.
Yeah.
Okay.
Reagan is crying as well.
Even in the main room, you can still hear the dong, 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 dong.
Well,
This thing pounding up against the metal door.
Yep,
So is
we're
he
getting
saying-
out, and I'm shoving these. I'm gonna try and. If anybody's sort of standing there, I'm like,
Yeah, we'll
ow,
do that.
ow, ow.
Yeah.
Okay. Dong, 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 dong.
Let's get the hell down to the
And
basement.
then I'm gonna shut the door, spin the thing, jig, 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 jig.
Yep.
Shut.
You don't think you can hear it any longer. What do you guys
So
do?
we need to go through or
go
down.
downhill.
Yeah, it seems like we need to, head down.
Okay.
At least we know the answer is not in the bathroom.
The key to the entire.
Okay, now one thing that has changed, you may remember, in the basement is that the lights have gone out. So what was illuminated before? Do you guys have any torches you want to light or anything like that?
Reagan can cast. Oh, what's the cantrip?
Right.
Yeah, I'm out of torches.
The cantrip is you have to concentrate on that every round. You wouldn't be able to cast another spell then.
She doesn't have any spells she can cast, so why not? Divine Radiance.
Six. What am I missing here? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Malo.
There's 6 then.
If he's not down here, that's where. Give me a second.
She's not gonna. Yeah, she's not gonna go naked, so everybody can see the green light from her skin. So.
Doesn't
I've got my,
Amar have a ring?
Yeah, that's what I was fixing to say.
Yeah.
Yep.
Okay.
10 foot bright, 10 foot dim radius.
Okay.
Yeah. Yeah. So the Divine Radiance is 15 foot.
Did you want to go at the front, Amar, or do you want me to go at
No,
the
I
front?
have
or-
no problem going in front.
Okay.
Yeah, I'll back you up if you like.
So
If-
does
you
the
know.
basement take us underground to a subterranean
Flashlight.
environment?
It does take us
yes,
underground.
Subterranean environment, correct.
So I can. So both Malo and Iphigenia will be able to see with infrared vision.
If you're standing in light, that would spoil your infravision.
Okay, but just FYI,
Yeah,
if we don't have any
we
light,
need to. Mm-hmm.
you guys will be blind.
Okay.
Whatever. They're not warlocks. They're not as powerful as we are.
I'm not
They
saying
don't
you
need to
guys are
see.
wusses. I'm just saying you guys are huge wusses. All right, let me bring you guys over here. There we go. You guys are right.
There's plenty of ways to light up a
There we
place.
Okay. So you guys make your way down, and once again, you find yourself in that hallway leading down. Where do you wish to go? And let's hold on. We need to change up some tunes here.
Need the dripping basement music.
Making something a little more at home.
Zanico seems to remember all the.
Yeah, I like.
Right.
Thanks, Kevin, for the incorporating music into the experience. Like I started doing that, and I think Arlen's in my very intermittent Harn master game, and I put the jungle sounds and the ambient sounds, and I think the drums that I played were disconcerting some point. So
I completely agree. Yeah, it's one of my favorite things about using Roll20. The line of sight, dynamic lighting, and the stuff, definitely.
Yep.
Yeah.
Okay.
I like just having a theme tune at the start of my sessions. I don't do it so much online, but when I play face to face, it gets everybody in the mood for it. Because it's like, the next thrilling installment is, you butt out the music.
In the
when we were running Edge of Empire, I would do that. Play Star Wars music at the beginning.
Yeah, before we were streaming, we were playing Star Wars. It was the mixture of all the Fantasy Flight ones, but our intro music was all to get everyone in the mood was a version of the Star Wars theme from that had more of a militaristic bent to it. It was from the old Republic MMO. I can't find it anymore because I wanted to listen to it last time I was prepping for a Star Wars thing, but it was fucking great. It had more of a militaristic march feel to it. Really good stuff.
So just play the Imperial March.
It's not quite the same. All right, so you guys are down here. It looks like Amar is taking the lead. Where are you guys going next?
So there's the room that led to the demon, I believe.
Yep.
I think that's right.
Who is carrying the box with the flies in it?
Did somebody keep that?
I thought that was Kane.
I think I might be carrying that.
It's not me. I know that.
As you pass this doorway, though, you can hear them buzzing and banging around in the box.
Nasty things.
Okay.
That's weird.
I may just pause by that door.
And you can almost hear the ticking as if it's trying to communicate, like that thing, that dead and lost spirit trapped in that chamber. Where do you wish to go next?
Alright, let's go.
What if you eat one of those? Let one of those bugs get inside. Eat you. And
Yeah, you guys seen The Mummy?
Yeah.
no, actually, they did it in a spoiler. They did it in that cartoon dragon something.
Yep. Oh, I watched. Speaking of that, I watched On Becoming a God in South Florida this week. That series with Kirsten Dunst, and it's got Kevin J. O'Connor or whatever.
Oh yeah.
The guy who plays Benny in it. He's really fucking good in that.
No.
Oh yeah.
Like he's a bona fide. Yeah. Like I've only seen him in those Stephen Summers movies, so I'm like, all right, well, you're just someone's buddy who's been hired to be in everything. So he's a full on fucking actor. Like he
That's awesome.
plays a really good, creepy. It's like the not poor man's version, but like a watered down version of like Billy Bob Thornton at his creepiest.
Yeah,
Yeah,
I'll check that out. I haven't seen it.
it's good. Yeah, everyone's performances are quite good, and it's what's his name? Ted Levine, the guy who played Buffalo Bill. Man, is he good in it? He plays this guy who runs like a multi-level marketing thing. Awesome performance.
Huh.
Yeah.
Awesome.
So that's where you are. Where do you guys wish to go next? Iffy's being left behind. She's insistent on getting her improvision to work. Zanico, are you casting any the cantrip?
North, kind of. Go forwards a bit and then...
Sure.
Got it.
I can say, Arlen, just for sake of ease, I can, Zanico could maintain the light until he wants to cast a spell. I'm happy to leave you to have some illumination until that.
Yeah, I've already got... I thought that's what I was doing because I've got light on Zanico.
Yep. Okay, cool. So then, what do you guys wish to do now?
Okay, so I think this is the door that we didn't go in.
All right. Yeah.
I gotta see it here a little bit.
There is one other door.
That's the one with all the wind. It's the one with all the wind.
You could hear the sound of wind coming through there. There is another door from somewhere else that you have not been through yet either.
Oh.
We're in the chamber where Kane started taking his hammer to the pipes and supplies. There was that door in there that led elsewhere, but you guys fled because Shude started showing up.
Oh.
Maybe we need to head back there then.
Yeah.
All right, so that was.
Would that be following Kev's suggestion again, like mugs?
Of course.
saying.
Oh yeah.
Hey, I'm just here for the entertainment.
Okay.
Let's see. I think that was in one of the lower ones, wasn't it?
No.
If we carry on going this way, it takes us down to the boiler room, doesn't it?
Right. It's kind of like it too is kind of like a circle, if I remember properly, except it's square, but it kind of goes inward, if I remember. I think that's right.
So the worm guy's through one of these two doors, isn't he?
Yeah, the chapel sort of thing with the whatever it is with the altar is through here.
Yeah.
The worm guys are through, and the bugs and all that is through here. And then if you go around this corner, that's to the boiler room.
Yeah. So we go into the worm room.
I thought we were going to the boiler room because that's
Yeah.
the door that he didn't like us investigating.
Yeah.
But weren't we trying to get the 2.0 version of the thing? Don't listen
That
to
is
Kev.
true. That is true. It seems we have both of those things should be we should investigate. The question is which
Which one
first.
do you want to do first?
Well, we're outside the worm room.
Yeah,
Right.
let's do it.
Want to go on in here? Okay, here we go.
Okay.
I think it was up here or something.
Mm.
Right in here. I can't see quite into this chamber yet.
Okay. Yes.
Just want to make sure everybody can see it sufficiently. Try not to have to take that.
Reminds me of those old SSI.
Yeah.
The SSI Forgotten Realms or whatever. D&D games, yeah.
Yeah.
It really the line of sight and the what do you call it, the dynamic lighting. I mean, it really makes dungeon crawling feel, I think, all that more immersive.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
You know.
So I think it was the southern one.
Yeah, I think it was.
So let's move down here. Let's see. Oh, there's a third one. There's 3 of them. Oh, I can't remember which one's which.
Jesus.
Well, they're all open, it looks like, so.
Yeah. We'll just start with this one and check. This one may be the one with the dead bugs. I can't remember.
Wasn't this hallway the one with all the dead bugs? Looks familiar.
I thought there was a chamber that had.
I thought it was a chamber with dead
Like
bugs because I don't
all
think
the
we
floor.
opened it. I don't think we opened it.
No, we didn't open any of these doors that I remember.
Mm-hmm.
And this is one of those.
So this room, when you get there, Amar, there is a blanket of maggots.
Mm-hmm. That was it.
With a cocoon almost identical to the one that Reagan has been toting around. And when you guys stand there, you see it slowly forms up around it and eventually forms clumsy legs. It staggers towards you. And on the glass that separates the two of you, one of those appendages, dropping, wriggling maggots from it, puts its hand or whatever passes for that up against there, and the things move across the glass, forming words that say, "We'll see you in 2 weeks."
How can it know?
Yeah.
That's some fourth wall shit there, Kevin.
All right, guys. So, with that, let's congratulations, guys. on 50 sessions of this campaign.
Nice.
Yeah.
So let's talk about XP. So you guys, how many points of Astonishing Fortune left? Is it 1?
1.
1 point, okay. So you guys did manage the encounter with your friend in the chamber there quite well, so that is going to count as an adversary defeated. Get my old calculatrice here. And joke as I may, you did actually defeat Shude once again from full to down. So, Robert, you are correct. You are getting XP for defeating him again.
Nice.
All right. And then, plus, you have no NPCs who are sucking up XP right now. This is the rare campaign where I don't introduce a werebear into it. So,
Yeah.
yet. Correct. Correct.
No, that's Xanaco's the plant.
All right, and there are 6 of you today, and then everyone has the 10% XP bonus. Okay. Then, guys, everybody is walking away today with 1,164 XP. That is 1164. And is after you include your 10% bonus. So, for those listening at home, thank you so much for joining us for yet another session of the Reavers of Thule campaign. As is always the case, if you have any comments, questions, or concerns regarding the campaign, the session, or the game we're playing, please do not hesitate to leave a comment in the comment section of the video, and I will endeavor to reply in a timely fashion. You can also reach me on Twitter at Dungeon Musings, and you can reach me by email. My email address is dungeonmusings@gmail.com. You can also find a link in the description of the video to the Dungeon Musings Discord server, and you are more than welcome to join us over there. We have channels dedicated to this campaign, this game, and every other game we run on the channel, as well as a bunch of other ones, including Finding a Group, including convention chat to keep abreast of what online conventions, which is all conventions nowadays. I just saw the one set in Winnipeg has actually, it's for September, and it's online this year as well, too. So plenty of great people over there, plenty of great chat, and lots of different ways to try and get games to the table, whether with other people or even just advice of selecting between virtual tabletops. And most importantly, our Dungeon Dogs channel, where we share pictures of our pets. So that's
very important channel.
Yeah.
Very important channel that keeps me going. We haven't seen your Roddies for a while, Carl.
Oh well, one of Charlie passed away. Well, we had he was just old and
Fuck,
quality
I'm so
of
sorry
life
to hear.
suffering. Wait, that was back in I feel like it was December. Yeah, before Christmas.
Oh shit.
Yeah, but he was. I mean, man, he was like 16-year-old animal, so he was ancient.
Fair enough.
And he couldn't. He just. I mean.
Well, for a big dog too, that's a long run.
Yeah, it's crazy. But they have the hip dysplasia, and then eventually they can't really move. So he just didn't want to.
Yeah.
He would just he just didn't want to come out of his crate, and he was in pain. You could tell. So.
Oh, I'm sorry to hear, Carl.
But my wife got another dog, so it was like a. So it's a cool looking dog. It's called a Labrador Husky. They're like a breed out of, I think, Newfoundland Labrador.
Yeah.
And they're cool looking. They have it's her new service animal, because we had to retire Charlie from being service animal because he's too old. But this dog is pretty amazing.
Cool.
And it's pretty responsive to my wife, and it's neat.
You gotta take a picture of them. Yeah, I'd be interested.
Her name is Riley. Yeah,
awesome.
Yeah.
Well, that's great. Yeah, it's we not replace,
cool,
but
they have they have like a ridge, like a ridge back. They're kind of white, cream colored, and then a darker ridge on the back. It's kind of neat.
Nice.
But looking like that kind of medium hair.
Yep.
Looking. You can look up Labrador Husky and you'll see.
Cool. No, I will definitely do that. In addition, for those, there is a link in the description of the video to something called Heroes Save Villages. That's the charity fundraising campaign we run on the channel. It benefits SOS Children's Villages International, a really terrific organization that is active in over 130 different countries, that benefits over 80,000 orphaned and abandoned children And from now, time of recording until April 1st, 2021, for every $25 Canadian that you donate, which is about $17 American, you get one chance to win one of the many awesome prizes we have in our charity raffle, as well as a bunch of other cool things you can do with your donation, including selecting the charity games that we're going to be running between now and then. The grand prize in our charity raffle, donated by our friends at the at Beetle and Grimm's Pandemonium Warehouse, is a copy of the Platinum Edition Icewind Dale Rime of the Frost Maiden. It's this amazing product. At retail, it's about $500 American. You can win this for as little as a $25 donation. If you don't win that, there's still tons of other great prizes, including a copy of the silver edition of Icewind Dale Rime of the Frost Maiden that they also donated. There's a chainmail dice bag made by our resident armorsmith Dave. There's a dice tray made by our buddy Andrew. There is a bunch of other great gaming stuff that you can get from the Redbubble, the Dungeon Musings Redbubble shop as well. So tons of great gaming stuff, tons of great opportunities to participate in the channel, and most importantly, to help out some kids who could really use some help. To date, this year, at the time of recording, it's January 30th, we've already raised over $1,400 for SOS Children's Villages International this year. I've already heard from them thanking us for starting up the campaign again this year. So every donation does make a big difference, and in particular, in light of the current crisis, I mean, things are not easier when you're living in a developing country, and for the kids who have benefit, this has the very generous donors who have been able to contribute thus far. It's made a huge difference for these kids. So thank you, a huge thank you to that. Last thing I'll say, speaking of awesome people, is a huge thank you. What a great showing today, guys. George, Carl, Arlen, Colin, Robert, and Will, thank you so much for joining me today, guys. This was a shit ton of fun. 50 sessions with you guys. I look forward to 50 more and more. I mean, I'm sorry what's going to happen to your characters next session, but I'm sure we'll you know. Sorry, that wound is probably a little too close for Arlen. Arlen, your character is safe for another 10 sessions. We need to get 25 out of each of your characters.
We've already been reconstituted or restructured by elder things. So what's a little worms inside you, you know?
Exactly. So with that, guys, we'll say once again to those listening at home, thanks so much for joining us. If you are joining us during the current crisis, we do hope that this finds you healthy, safe, and weathering the current crisis as well as can be expected. We hope that we've given you a couple of hours to take your mind off of the troubles of our world and think of the troubles that our Thulean heroes keep getting themselves into. Until we see you again, stay safe, stay healthy, and happy gaming.
See ya.